and a tornado went right like 3 miles that way.
Oh my God! Right now in sunny, windy San Antonio, it's 64 degrees, and it's supposed to. It's not going to get up to 72. It says it was supposed to, but it won't. And then tomorrow it's going to be even colder. It's only going to get up to 55.
Yeah, between midnight and 6 a.m., I got a taste of 3 seasons. At midnight, it was spring. At 4 a.m., it was fall. At 6 a.m., it was back to winter again.
Oh, it's a dinky enterprise.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? Wow, I didn't even know Phil owned that. That's amazing.
Oh my God, Phil, you're so brave showing us your dinky.
Bill asked to see my dinky, so I had to show it to him.
He doesn't want to make it seem the other way around. Oh, you are funny, dude.
I never take my dinky out in public without being paid first.
You dirty old man. What the hell is that? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the show. This is the Geeky Weekly Podcast. I'm Bill Field, here live from Nelco Studios. And we, of course, have the amazing Ray who runs this show. We have Mark Oldroyd. Hey, Mark. We have Kyle. And then we have the ever demeaning Darren. I couldn't come up with anything fast enough. He's never demeaning, folks. I don't know why I said that.
He was doing the grey man lift there.
That's right, the grey man lift. Yes.
And
did you like that homage, Gray?
Changes our audience of the day.
Is Gray muted? I can't hear him.
No, he just isn't talking.
He was talking. I saw his lips move.
Oh, he can't be. Oh, yeah. I'll push this. So we're selling a variant of 50 copies. This is the Nelco Comics variant, and we're selling this Saturday. And buy one, buy 20. We're not going to put a limit on it, so it's going to be whoever gets it first gets it. So, and then it has ad for us on the back, and the artwork's actually pretty good.
Who's
looks,
the king?
It
looks like a Will Eisner book.
It's C who I will say this, C is a little batshit crazy. He kind of went nuts the other day, and I told Phil I can't have him in the store drawing anymore because he went a little nutty. But he went a little ballistic when nobody could give him a rock. Well, my best friend's sister, who was like a sister to me, passed away Sunday, but we were vigilant all weekend long about it. And what happened was that I needed to get to the hospital. Well, he wanted to ride. He only lives less than 2 miles from here. He could walk it. It was a beautiful day. It wasn't like he couldn't. And he got upset at me and our best customer, sadly, because we wouldn't give him a ride. He started throwing shit around and started, blanging into stuff. So he will be here for the signing Saturday, and he's extremely talented. I mean, this is some. He's responsible for all of this. He's actually extremely talented, but he has some issues, needless to say. But it's a gorgeous comic. And
Bill, have you ever known an artist that isn't on some level on the spectrum or temperamental? I mean,
I can be temperamental as an artist, but for the most part, I'm not. But I'm a unique case. Yes, 80%.
Yeah, I mean, like Van Gogh cut off his ear.
Right.
Millions of examples.
Did he cut it off? No, but no.
I worked with dozens of painters and artists, and yeah.
Can you speak up? I only have one ear. But I mean, he is a really good guy. But you know what? This store is open to the public. We typically don't have kid customers because this is more of an old school comic store, and so kids aren't going to find the stuff that they can relate to here. So unless someone brings their kids, and normally when they bring their kids, they're teenage at the youngest. So I can tell you, I haven't had anyone toddler to like up to tween age here since I've been here 3 months. So it's not really that to me is not a big issue. However, what if they were here? You know, I have to think of all those kind of things. And you know, Phil wants to run a very not a very old school, but it's a low key comic store, and that doesn't really fit our profile, you know, to have that kind of stuff going on. But you know, I wound up giving him a ride home because our best customer was here. That's another page. And he's very talented, and these are only going to be there's only going to be 50 copies of these, so they're actually going to be extremely rare. You know,
that store is a part of the Tree of Yggdrasil.
What's that?
That store is a part of the Tree of Yggdrasil and the God of Stories.
Yes.
You said it's low key, so.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Oh, I don't listen to you. Oh my God. No poetry today, please.
So,
But I did.
Bill, under the benches there, I can see some little steps. Are those for kids so they can get up and see the comics?
No, that's actually, I'm glad you asked. I'll show you. So basically, it's because at normal, can you see me well? Yeah, you can see me. So basically what happens is that people get to the back and they can't see hardly anything. They can only see the top, maybe 10th of the comic. So we give them this so they can go like this and look and see a lot more of the comic. So and so we also have, because we're kind of low key, not low key. We have limited lighting. We also have these here for people if they want to look at something, you know, up close and personal. They can bring it down under the lamp like this. So it's a very unique idea. People, you know, it seems to be pretty innate. When people get here, they fall in line and do it that way. But yes, that's why we have the stools. And I'm sure children can take advantage of it too. But for the most part, it's for even full-size people like me to be able to get up there and look to see what I'm filling in.
Yeah, no, I like that. Really good.
You cater to midgets. Admit it. You cater to midgets.
Fidgets. We call them fidgets here in Texas. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a Little Rascals cartoon years ago. Not cartoon, but short years ago. And they called midgets fidgets. And so I always call, and apparently that's not derogatory for some reason. So until someone tells me otherwise, you know. But and yes, it does. Gray Man, it does save on shoulder strain.
It looks like my type of store, Bill. It's a shame you aren't about 2,500 miles closer.
Yeah, I know. I just give you one, but we have 5 going all the way down, and I don't know why we don't have the one in where it belongs. We put it on the side, and Clay rearranged our toy cabinets really well. And we're finally getting the store in the way we want it to be. Our sales are going up. That's good. People knowing about us is going up. You know, thank God we have an owner that he just wants to cover his costs. This is a side project for him. So once we get to that point, I think everything will be a lot better. But right now, I'm so happy. I've never had a better side job in my life.
I've only ever made my rental space net selling side trinkets. I get $2 at a time.
Okay, so. Great, you're right. I would. And I just act like we always had 4. So, yeah, I would do that, actually.
You dirty old man.
What is that, by the way?
In England, give you one means something different to the way you interpret it.
Oh, gotcha.
So, for instance, he might give you one up the ass.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I would never do that, as far as you know, Mark.
That clip, Bill, that just came on is from a TV show called Steptoe and Son in the UK from about the late 60s, early 70s.
Which over here became Sanford and Son.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which was hugely popular, and it dwarfed the popularity of Steptoe. Although we never knew Steptoe and Son over here. In fact, we never even got those on PBS here because they were considered so over the top in a lot of ways. And well, also Death Do Us Part became All in the Family over here, which was a huge hit. Yeah. So you guys had, and what else? Okay, so Ghost is a big hit here now. We have an American version, and it's actually pretty good. I like both versions. I'll tell you my favorite thing that we stole from the UK series wise, and I think ours didn't last as long, but ours was way better. Was Life on Mars.
Yeah, that's superb.
We had the best. I thought we had the best version, and we tied in the name more to what happens in the end. And it's not. I didn't like the ending of the UK version. I thought it was kind of like Lost to me, where it's purgatory, or it's that
lame. Both of them lame.
In the American version, it winds up being that these fake stories are playing in their minds to keep their minds awake while they're the first team to go to Mars. And so at the end, you find out the end result is life on Mars, and all the characters play different roles, just like Wizard of Oz or something, where his tough boss actually is his father, who's also on the flight with him to Mars. His wife is the captain, and all these other people that were cops in his world are really astronauts with him going to Mars. And I thought, that's beautiful.
Did David Bowie do the soundtrack to that?
He did. He did the first couple episodes, and then they for some reason went with Elton John music. Almost
Is There Life on Mars? Yeah. Hey, Bill, got some Sanford and Son trivia for you.
Okay.
What's Red Fox's real name?
Fred Sanford.
Yep.
Who was the name of his character on Sanford and Son?
Yep.
So that's why they changed it from Steptoe and Son.
Steptoe and
Stepford and Son, where they're robots. No, it was. I wish we could see. I guess I can probably find them on YouTube now.
Yeah, you probably can. Yeah,
I'll have to go. But the old Death Do Us Part, it was similar to All in the Family, but they really retooled it, and I'm not sure why they even bothered and didn't just make their own show, because it's so. Yeah, it's similar, but I don't think they would have gotten in trouble had they made something like what they made anyway, because it's just I don't know. But Steptoe and Son,
well, acknowledging the concept, guys like Norman Lear would actually say, "Hey, I'm a real big fan of this, and I'm kind of taking an idea here." Right. He didn't try and cover it up. He just said,
I agree 100%.
Hell, I love it.
It can't have been the same, because Steptoe and Son's full of British cultural references.
Right.
Just
and
it's not. Just didn't work in the US. You didn't have
and ours
bone men.
Ours was more a comment on race, because it was a black father and son. And this was in the early 70s, when there was a lot of cultural shifts going on. But they were more, they didn't try to teach life lessons like All in the Family did. All in the Family always seemed to teach a lesson, which that fed into our cartoons also, and a lot of these things. That to me is what happened to our society at the time. I'm not happy that happened, but that's why suddenly you had no superhero cartoons where someone could punch anybody. You shifted to the Super Friends, where all the enemies were people, except for the Raven. That one episode, he meant to be a supervillain, but all the other ones, they were like accidental supervillains that want to make the society right. and I liked what they did with Super Friends because I watched it a lot as a kid. But if you look at the cartoons that came just 5 years before that, before they changed all these laws, it was very similar to what happened to comics in the 50s. Wouldn't you say, Kyle?
Yeah. The pendulum just swings.
It just swings back and forth.
The pendulum just swings.
Yeah. And so the guy who ran the store before I came here, he's a political strategist for the left wing people, the Democrats here in San Antonio, Texas. And we were talking, and I sure hope we wind up getting or at least some Democrat, even if it's not Biden. I hope we win the election this year, because we're screwed as a country if we let Trump back in.
Oh.
He'll be in jail by then.
Yeah, but
did you see the news of the day?
What?
He can't pay his bills. He can't pay his bond. He can't afford to pay his bond.
So yeah, one of his donors will come forward.
Well, I mean, they'll come through with that, but it's just it's a big pie in the goddamn face.
But Don Lobby will pay his bills.
He never pays his bills. That's the problem. I've never been paid by him, so it's really upset me as a bill. I'm just a bill. You guys don't know what that is, but we used to have this thing called Schoolhouse Rock, where we'd teach math and stuff to kids in between cartoons on Saturday.
I'm just a bill, yes, only your bill, and I'm
sitting here on Capitol Hill. But those kind of things were really big here in this.
They lifted Schoolhouse Rock from British TV.
Yeah, they probably did have that. Something like that.
Yeah, they lifted the whole concept from that too.
Oh, okay.
Just educational kids programming to.
Well, so the jazz artist who wrote all the music, he actually went to my college, North Texas State, or University of North Texas, the big UNT, which our coffee mugs sell more than anyone else's because the handle looks like a C, and it's. So CUNT, you can do the math. It's not math. It's the,
See you next Thursday.
Yeah. Exactly. So, but he went to North Texas, and I think he died a few years ago. But he was instrumental in changing how children learned, because of those doggone videos. And they started with multiplication rock, and they had a lot of really famous artists and animators working on that. So, and that was important. That started in, I believe, 73, something like that. And they went
72, 73.
And they went through to like maybe 87, 88. So they lasted a really long time. So just really interesting. And they went through several different disciplines, by the way. Hey, this is an interesting book that Phil brought in the other day. And I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it's got a lot of the shock suspense stories. I guess it might actually be just it's the first 6 issues.
You see reprint, yeah.
Yeah, but it's fantastic. It's really great.
How good those EC reprints.
And did you hear that they're bringing back like new EC titles after so long? One is called Cruel Universe, and I can't remember what the other one's called. They're not going with any of the old titles, which someone tried to do that a few years back, and it failed miserably. So I like the idea that they're coming out of the gate. I mean, they always have time to go back to those others, Yeah. EC was notorious for changing the title of their comics in the middle of a run anyway. And so many of those comics might have even started as something like mystery or even Western. And then they morphed into weird war story or weird science fantasy, Crypt of Terror, Tales from the Crypt. It was also Crypt Crypto Terror also. They went through all these different title changes all the way through. So you really, it's something I'm still learning as an EC fan, is what changed to what.
And
what
why'd they do that?
Postal
Things, and they didn't have to resubmit it, and they got the copyright to all those titles without having to individually copyright all those titles.
Right.
So they saved a small fortune. But
yeah,
Bill Gaines was the guy that helped just create the American comic market.
And his father, Max Gaines, had created the market in the first place with
Max Gaines. Why did I say Bill Gaines? Yeah.
Well, Bill Gaines, his son, is who really brought EC into. He created the new trend. His dad was already dead. Max took over the company at age, I want to say 23.
26 or something. Yeah, when his dad died in a boat wreck.
In a boating accident, and you know what, that crazy Bob Beerbaum, who a lot of people appreciate. No offense to Bob, but Bob Beerbaum actually came out and tried to implicate Stan Lee in that boating accident. And it's like Stan was not even around. I mean, he tried to act like Stan was in the grassy knoll 1963. I mean, it's just crazy. So you know, I don't know about people like
I never complain when people are digging around in my grassy knoll.
Okay, yeah, we don't let's not start rhyming to that and create a beat poet.
Hey, you dirty man, you dirty man. That's my grassy knoll right there by my birds.
I'm not a dirty man. I'm great.
You took that as dirty, and I'm talking about people milking around by my
I'm just going to
birds.
give a plug.
I thought we were talking about manscaping.
The guys who just said it evening all, Triple G, he is running he's one of the top YouTubers on comics in the UK. He's running a charity event on Friday night for mental health. So he's running a live show on YouTube, and all the proceeds, he's auctioning stuff off, everything like that, and all the proceeds are going to mental health charities. So just a bit of a plug there for Triple G. So
Good man, sir. Good man.
I will be donating 20% of all my takings on Friday night YouTube to Pete's show.
She is an officer and a gentleman, so quite literally.
That's really sweet of you, man. That's a nice.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I might get a check from him then, if it's been benefit of mental health.
There you go. Hey, G, I'll be your poster child.
Yeah.
No, he's got plenty of people vying for that, I'm sure.
Oh, Jordy, hell, he ought to pop on here. G, you ought to pop on here for a while sometime. He got some pretty books to look at.
He's got plenty of pretty books.
He loves his Journey into Mystery 83.
Unfortunately, however, he also collects statue-y things and figures. Yeah. So, yeah.
There's nothing wrong about that.
So, can't all be perfect. No, Bill, we know you have a penchant for wrestling figures.
No, I just have those 4 great big wrestling dolls that I'm trying to get rid of. But no,
Hey, we need a Geordie on here. G, get on here with us. Give us a Geordie.
Right. Darren, time for some comics, I think.
Well, I just randomly found a box of stuff I'd completely forgotten about, right? And it's quite a fun box. So I'll start showing you the box and let's see what you think. I want to hear reactions.
All right, then I might need to open my left eye. God damn it.
I own that one. Is that a Prince copy?
Yes. I really want that, but I don't think I got the trade bait for that, but I want it.
I'm already putting money aside because I know I
You're
won't
just
have enough
pulling
trade
up of my pile, aren't you?
You caught me already. This is not a box of books I found. This is your guys' piles, which I've started processing.
Oh my God, they're fantastic. That's great.
They're my piles.
Glad to hear that.
This is
those are
Kyle's
my
piles.
piles.
The Kyle pilot runs away in my head.
Has Kyle got all your X-Men Pence copies? Yes.
Yeah, he went crazy, and yeah.
So you already had it. Oh my God, dude, you didn't even realize it. Duh.
You guys didn't see these. This was after a cover slingers, I think. Ray and Rayman off cover slingers, and Kyle was chatting.
I would love one of those early Sentinels if Kyle doesn't want them all, but
I've laid claim to every one of these things he's showing.
Okay, well, damn.
I'm basically cleaning out my library to get them, is what I'm doing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, admittedly, Kyle does have very bad piles.
Yes. Well, you would too if you had the thing stuck up your ass that I've had stuck up my ass with these cancers.
Lovely X-Men.
Folks, we don't hold back here. We're definitely ready to mark.
That's about £1,000 worth you've got stuffed in there.
Yeah, probably more than that. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I got no problem. I got no problem emptying the thing.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now, that's not set aside for me.
Yeah.
It's Kyle. How can you not want the first appearance? It's not the first appearance of Paste Pot Pete, anyway.
Yeah, well, it's the first appearance of Dr. Strange, but as much as I wanted to acquire that for somebody, but I really can't. I can't come up with the match for that one.
Kyle in front, Bill after. So I thought this was Bill's stuff next. But I don't know because they're all jumbled up. Bill's run off anyway, so.
Yeah.
I don't even know. So the processing of the comic size stuff, first off, I'm just getting them bagged and boarded and graded. Then we got to figure out who wanted them. Then we got to stick some prices on them, and then we got to talk from there.
Okay.
But so I've got one short box done in the last couple of days. At least I've started, which is like more than I've done for months.
Yeah, that's a run of Pence copies.
Show that cover again, real quick.
That's a run of Pence copies.
This I think is already in your pile, Bill.
No, I don't have. I probably don't have a start. No, I just love that cover. I don't know if I've ever seen that cover before.
That was just a bunch of Pence.
I'm not a big military guy.
It might be great, Colin. I don't know. Or it might just be something I'd stuck on the bookshelves when I was in the middle of something. And
no, it's a bunch of Pence copies I drooled over because DC only did 12 and 15.
Now that one is quite good. That was a series that it never really ended.
Hang on a minute. Can we have a look at that one again, please?
Omega. So that was.
I want to know whether that is Roman Catholic or Protestant because you've got both on there.
What do you mean?
The battle of the religion.
Royal Canadian Police.
Oh, yeah. It is both. It's both. It's at odds with itself, Mark. Yes.
What does RC stand for?
Reading copy.
Oh, okay.
I made a decision a while when I got the labels printed that I just wasn't going to grade stuff underneath good.
Yeah.
Because,
no,
there are a couple of comics that are worth grading below good, but most of them aren't.
Unless it's a really sort of key old style.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Oh boy, that's a nice one.
My lowest sort of graded one is good, but
now you're in a stack of gray stuff. Now you just mix and match. Now you're in a lot of gray stuff.
I think this is Gray's pile.
Well, it could be. But what I'm intending to do.
See, and that's the Pence copy. Now it's back to me because I wanted that Pence copy.
Well, you remember when you've been saying, "Oh, I want that." I've just been putting them in one pile half the time. So.
Oh crap!
So I've got to go back and watch all the shows to see who wanted which one.
Or you can get with us individually and we'll go through it.
Because it was supposed to be this point at which Gray begins and Bill's in front. So,
so now
I've just left that one out.
Yeah, those are just.
Sorry,
that's
mine.
Okay. That is mine.
Sorry, I can't accept this excuse. As you're an accountant, you can't just say, well, I've got all these pots of money. I don't know whose is which. I've just put them all together. We'll sort it out later.
He has a lot of fun when he's on here. He doesn't want to have to think normal. Come on, give him a break.
See, and now you're back to my oddball Pence thing.
I just go down a big printing place and get them to get one of their huge guillotines and slice them into quarters.
That might be mine. I'm a big Midnight Tales fan. That's
And then you
not
can have a quarter each.
Yeah, the Midnight Tales I'm a big fan of.
That was that one that we didn't know whether it had been trimmed or not, which I've said Gray's getting for free. I know that, so that's in Gray's pile.
Oh, that's a beautiful cover. I like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, if that was within the tolerance, then it's not trimmed.
Then this set of Shadow, I don't know who wanted that. Could have been Mark. Could have been Gray.
I think it was probably
But
Grey.
it is gorgeous.
It's one of the best Kaluta covers there are.
But the what I'm talking about is the conditions of it.
That's Frank Robbins. That's when it took a downturn in my eyes. People think Frank Robbins is great. I do not.
Because I only graded these today. Oh, well, Gray, these are beautiful.
Oh, those are really nice.
Even a near minter in there, look.
Wow.
Beauty, absolute beauty.
They're minty.
Anyway, that was all I wanted to show you. That was so that you know that I've started doing something. I was trying to catch you out and get you go, hey, that's mine, that's mine.
Which ones we wanted, but
So I'm going to put them back in.
Start going into different stuff. So
I'm going to put them back in. Go to someone else while I put these back in the box.
Okay. I can grab a pile.
Off you go.
This is like a big hodgepodge. This is stuff that we just priced and put out yet. Some of these are in really great. That's a really nice copy.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
That's really beautiful. This one, you'll love this cover, of course. It's Ditko.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cracker.
Yeah, they're real pretty. Then we switched to War Journal, which there's too many copies of that out there probably.
I'm not kidding.
No, me neither. These are actually quite collectible these days. The ones where Superman was like turned away by the people. They were trying to.
Is that Neil Adams cover?
This is no. This looks more like
shit.
Nick Cardy, maybe.
Hold it up again. If it's not Adams, it's probably Cardy. No, that ink line's Neil Adams, dude.
It's not. I don't think so. I don't think so because
Stoop's musculature.
What number
There's
is
nothing Cardy about that musculature.
but
Well, you know what that's probably. You know what that
guy
is?
looks more like Kurt Swan. It looks like maybe Kurt Swan was.
It's a Giordano. It's a Giordano Adams. That's what that is.
I don't think that's Adams, but
I think it's Adams inks. I think it's a Giordano.
of course, I know very little about Adams, having written a book on. I'm kidding. I don't. I couldn't tell you if it was or not.
I mean, that's a Cardy.
I just like
you can hold that halfway across the room, and we know that's a Cardy.
This is right.
Yeah.
Well, and that's true. And this is, and now these are lesser books, but they're okay. But I don't know if
that's supposed to be on my pile.
I'll put it on your pile. That's not a problem.
I love Boris the Bear.
Well, do you want this one too?
That's one I have, but I want it anyway because that was not.
We have almost a complete run. Now these we have way too many copies of, but like 5 copies of to be exact. But I do love the Ren and Stimpy comics. Me as an animator, I really appreciate what John Kay did. Not what he did to women, but what he did to animation. And then we have this guy that didn't really get very far.
Love Torpedo.
Then we have an old Cole. Some of these aren't even bagged. Oh, wait. I guess I'm going to have to go through these.
Who's in charge of this comic store? These aren't bagged yet, Bill?
No. We get things mixed up sometimes. And when we're
I would go nuts if I were you because you're in the 35-cent test market. And I bet you guys move off more 35-cent variants than you know.
Oh, I'm sure we do.
You've just got to get a list, right? There is a list on the internet because I went looking for it one day and I can't remember where, but I found it. Because you need that list printed and putting in front of you when you're doing the bagging and boarding. So
there's only like 114 comics.
These are the kit for the kid market.
There's like 600 of the 30-cent price variants because it went in 2 markets, and there's only like 113, or it went in 3 markets, and there's only like 113 different comics that were the 35-cent variant.
These are some of the new Shadow.
Yeah, not nearly as good as the first lot you showed.
New Shadow.
Some of the this one either, but they do actually have some covers.
Right.
They're quite good.
Bill, sing it. I'm being followed by a new shadow. New shadow.
New shadow. And if I die before I grow, I guess I will become a crow. I'm just making up.
Man, is that your orgasm face?
No, it is not. I never show my orgasm face, as far as you know. Now these Phil bought on Kickstarter. These are all by Mike Barron, who co-created Nexus with Steve Rude, who I have to call and get down to the store today.
Ooh, look at this one.
Okay.
Oh, I like.
Battle of the Bulge, Dell, 12 cents. That's nice.
Isn't that nice? It's a really beautiful copy.
I love watching that film.
Call. Some of the these are absolutely beautiful copies.
I love that Mandy cover. I've got that.
I do too. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. And a lot of these are like that. Look at that.
Yeah.
You tell me he wasn't the master craftsman. He was just.
One of you guys doesn't like Kirby. Who is it? It's
Gray.
Is it Gray? I don't know. No.
It's not Kyle, and it's not me.
No. And I don't think it's Darren.
Not me. I don't even know who he is.
Thank you, Darren.
I appreciate. Yeah.
Now this stuff is
it's Matilda that hates Kirby.
Andrew Esposito, of course. What comic book did they?
Matilda doesn't like Kirby.
Who did they dominate in the 70s?
Superboy.
No, Spider-Man.
Or Spider-Man. Yeah.
Andrew Esposito. Yeah, they did most of the major issues of the early 70s. Mighty Samson, that's Frank Thorne, who went on to fame with Red Sonja. And more Mighty Samsons. This is kind of a beat-up copy.
These are a bit rough.
Very rough. But it was this series basically became Thundar the Barbarian years later. And Steve Gerber, who created Howard the Duck, Steve Gerber created that series with both Jack Kirby and Alex Toth.
Okay.
Thundar the Barbarian. It was great. Right, Kyle? You like that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Thundar.
We got a couple Star Wars here. Is Star Wars still popular in the UK?
Yeah, I've got a set of these. I sell them occasionally on Whatnot. They don't go for huge. They vary. It depends on which issue you've got.
Now this, I know for a fact this is definitely a Nick Cardy cup. Well, I say that, and it's probably Nick Cardy and maybe Nestor Redondo. I'm not sure, but look at that cover.
What issue number is that?
That is number 6.
That's Neil Adams, dude. That's all Neil Adams. Pencil and inks.
No, it's not.
Yeah, pencil and inks. That's all Neil Adams.
It's not Neil Adams on the cover. It's not. I promise you. Look at this cowboy close up.
Yeah, that's Neil Adams.
That's not Neil Adams.
That's I would bet you a stack of
okay, somebody look it up while I'm on here.
What number is it?
All-Star Western number 6. presents Outlaw Billy the Kid Killer.
All-Star Western 6. We'll see who's right. It's that one.
Place your bets.
My bet's with Kyle.
I
Give
promise.
me the cover again. Let me just make sure I've got the right comic.
My bet's not with Kyle.
No, what's this? All-Star Western.
Here,
All-Star Western number 6.
I can look it up on my Overstreet app.
I've got artists.
I did 61. No, it's okay. I'll
Tony
just have to...
Zuniga and Gil Kane.
Who?
Tony DeZuniga and Gil Kane.
Okay, I can believe it's definitely DeZuniga. That's yeah. It's definitely DeZuniga. Yeah, but it doesn't look like Gil Kane to me, but it could be easily
Kane Inks. If it's Kane's listed
no,
second,
I don't
it's
think
Kane
it's Kane
Inks.
Inks. I think it's DeZuniga Inks on Kane.
Oh.
That's
No,
what-
I'm confused because I thought Adams did.
Yeah,
I
I've
thought
got
Adams
it.
did
Gil
All-Star
Kane.
Western.
Let me see if I can find it by scanning
It's
down.
Gil
If I
Kane.
can do anything differently.
It's
Oh, all right, I'll go sit on the stupid step. But like Adams did like the bulk of those early
Oh no,
covers.
he did. He did. I could just tell there were traits in there that weren't Adams like to me. They almost look like. Okay, wait a second.
Kane does the interiors.
Well, the four. There's only 2 artists listed here:
It doesn't.
Gil Kane and Tony DeZunga.
Yeah,
DeZuniga.
DeZuniga did the cover. Kane did, everybody's doing the research. Kane did the interiors. But
Yeah.
I want to know what the issues were that Adams did the covers, because most of those early ones are Adams covers.
They are. Now this
Oh,
is how he
right.
posts. And how he posts, of course, did a lot of spooky issues. This is absolutely horrible. I'm going to guess this is maybe Tusca, but with Frank Robbins inks or something. I
I
don't know.
can't move, but I need to I need to be on the stupid step. Yeah, that kind of looks Tusca.
Yeah. But look at the face. The face looks like Robbins, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Definitely Frank Robbins in some aspect. Now these are interesting. These are back when like the Fantastic Men and their flying machines and all that crap was big. We went back, especially in DC with Enemy Ace. We went back to World War I.
Adams did 2 through 5. Okay, thanks, man. Thanks, Q.
Okay, thanks, man. Well, you were on the right track. That was just the first one he didn't do.
Well, there you go. I missed it. Hey, Tony DeZuniga, or wait, I just screwed him up with
Look
Isabella.
at that logo.
I almost had a brain fart.
Or something. It's a very strange logo, but I love this stuff. I mean, I absolutely. And here's some more early Charlton 12 centers. These covers are fantastic. This is a Matricerio, who was one of their top cover artists at the time. And yeah, it pales by comparison by some of the DC stuff, but they were paying half the wages that DC was. So, but I thought he was very good. This is Masulian Mastricerio. And those are some nice covers. They're very different from okay, now we're getting back into what you guys love. So this almost looks like an early Barry Smith cover, but it's not. It's somebody else. This is a Doctor Strange.
Marvel premiere.
What issue? That is Barry Smith.
That is Barry Smith?
Yeah,
Okay.
Barry did 3 and 4.
Okay. Isn't that gorgeous? One of your brothers from over the pond.
Yeah, you can pop it open, and it even says it on the interior.
Okay, now I saw who signed this. You tell me who this is, Kyle.
I can't even see the signature.
No, I don't want you to see it. It's at the very bottom.
Oh, I thought you meant it was a signed copy.
I thought Kane did those, but that doesn't look like Kane.
No, it's Romita.
I did not know Romita did those covers. Yeah, I thought Kane did it, but
Can you see his signature somewhere down there? Where is it? It's right here.
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, it's kind of obvious on Romita, but I thought Kane did those. But that obviously wasn't
Here's
Kane.
a funny story. I don't think I've told before, but my dad never remembered what he got me. And when I was sick, my dad would always go buy me a bunch of comics off the rack at our local Mr. M, which was a convenience store. Well, my dad got me in so much trouble with my mom. It was ridiculous. But my mom caught this comic twice in my pile because he brought it to me 2 different times. So I had 2 copies of this in my collection for the longest time. But my mom was like, why on earth are you buying a comic called The Son of Satan? And I go, I didn't buy this. Dad bought it for me. And she goes, Bill, what are you getting him? And then she got after him. And 2 weeks later, he brings me the same damn issue.
And you can take that all the way to the front of the store, and you can see by that woman's face, that's Gil Kane.
Oh, it's absolutely Gil Kane.
Yeah, that's so
and
Gil
not
Kane.
only
It's
that,
disturbing.
But Kyle, I'm guessing since this is 1973, they're trying to evoke a lot of the Exorcist kind of thing here.
Oh, I was thinking more of Deep Throat looking at her there.
Okay, well, thank you, Kyle, for that. I always have to go to the lowest common denominator, don't you?
Now, look at the picture.
I know.
She's sitting there saying,
dirty old man.
So we're having a little count today. Kyle is winning Dirty Old Man's 2-1 against Bill.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
I mean, she's saying, do you mind if I smoke while you eat?
Kyle,
That's Jim Starlin.
Exactly. Thank you. And we have 2 copies of this, actually. And then, okay, so this, let me see if I can figure out who did this.
Starlin's Hulk is more obvious than Ditko or Kirby's Hulk.
You will not figure out who this is because I would not have figured it out if I hadn't read the signature at the bottom.
I thought that was John Buscema.
No.
No, I didn't say bad.
I have that book, but
What artist copied everybody back in the early 70s, especially Kirby?
God damn it, took over for him in the Fantastic Four, for fuck's sake. Buckler.
Yes, it's Buckler and Esposito.
I don't like them. I'm not mad keen on either of those 2.
I'm not either. Well, no,
I
I
like
like
it.
Esposito when he was on.
Buckler's okay occasionally.
Well, when he was with what's his face? Who's his partner? Not Ross.
I thought it was Buckler and Esposito, but
No, the ones who did Esposito was the inker on Metal
yeah.
Man. Ross Andrew.
Ross Andrew. Okay.
Right. They were a very good team. They worked well.
Yeah, Buckler's one of the sweetest guys I've ever met in the industry, though.
This, of course, is the first appearance of Scarlet Witch, and she was actually in green in this first issue, but Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
Yeah,
this is a reprint, of course, but they went back and they made her Scarlet in this, which I thought.
What Daredevil issue is that?
That is number 2, isn't it?
Nope, but you're close.
Number 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
First appearance of the Owl.
Well, it's still, if I'm not mistaken, that's still an Everett issue. Yeah. And then what else? Oh.
Yeah, we established Everett folded into wood between issue 5.
I guess I showed everything from the pile. Next.
I'll show some stuff. I've got some.
Okay, great.
I got some.
I hope that is some good stuff to look at.
I got some stuff. So I sold some stuff on Heritage. It's taken a year. Okay.
Oh my God.
So I originally took stuff into Heritage literally a year ago. Eventually, I finally sold the final thing, which was Kyle's Mickey Mouse. And I got the cash in December. And I decided rather than move the cash out, because I'd have to pay fees to get it translated from US to US, I'd spend the money on Heritage Comics. So I have been buying some Heritage stuff in the auctions using the money from my sales. And first lot arrived today. So Stackery box arrived today. And it's got had some great comics in it. I'm going to show you the ones I've got. This one's fantastic. This is Batman 84.
84? Oh my God.
And it's got a great Catwoman cover.
Oh, that's
really
fantastic. Oh, that's fantastic.
It's a good girl art cover. So we've got
Oh my God.
the Sleeping Beauties of Gotham City. So you can see them all there in the cabinets behind Catwoman.
I hope that's going to appear on as a giveaway on your whatnot this week.
It's not going to appear as a giveaway.
Motherfuckers. It is not. Pardon my French.
That is an expensive comic because of the subject matter. Early Catwoman and good girl art. So, yeah,
That's a cracker.
that is a cracker. Next up, it's not my favourite of these though. Next up, now this is an upgrade. I had a 2.0 of this, which I did give away for my 1,500 followers on Whatnot. So I gave away the 2.0 of this, but only because I had purchased a 4.0. So this
That's
is
beautiful.
Batman 95. Now, one of the things you will notice here, if you're observant, is this has got the Comic Code Authority symbol. Yeah. Very early. This is a really early Comic Code Authority symbol.
Look how big they made it.
And they made it huge. Whereas this one has not got it. So we're in the period here just before the Comic Code Authority comes in. And then that one was the Comic Code Authority. What I do have next to show you is the last Batman without the Comic Code Authority symbol on it. So this is Batman number 89, Bruce Wayne's art, Agatha, in a 4.5. And this is the last Batman issue without the Comic Code Authority.
Wow.
Stamp. Yeah, there you go.
What's the date on the box?
So the date on the box is February 1955.
55, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So quite an
I
interesting.
wonder if Aunt Agatha was the prototype for Aunt Harriet from the TV series.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I'm wondering that very well.
I would imagine that's probably the case. Right. Next up, I'm going to save the best till last. So next up, we've got a Fantastic Four. I do collect Fantastic Four. This is a really nice looking Fantastic Four 63 in a 5.5. It looks fantastic. Blastar, the Living Bomb. We've got Sandman. Who else we got? We got Crystal and Triton making appearances.
Those covers were always like a melee. There's always something horrible going on in those covers.
Yeah, that's true.
I love those so much.
Okay, second to last. This is my second favourite comic of the ones I'm showing you. And this is from 1963. And it is Fantastic Four annual number 1, signed by Stan Lee.
Oh, beauty.
So you can see the Stan Lee signature down there. It is a 1.8, but it looks pretty good. It presents pretty well considering it's a 1.
It does, yeah. The damage is not really on the cover, is it?
It's not, no. Which is all the way you want it on these.
Oh, absolutely. You want something totally displayable.
Yeah, so that's really.
Is it missing pages?
What does it say? I haven't actually looked at the.
The back looks pretty good.
It does look. It looks a lot better than the 1.8, doesn't it? What does it say? It doesn't say. I'll have to look up the grader's notes because it does not look like a 1.8.
What's the spine like? Can you see the spine?
Yeah, the spine is actually it's a square bound book. It doesn't look too bad.
And has it got the lettering still?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
then there's got to be something seriously wrong inside it. Then.
Yeah, exactly.
No, if a page is missing, it wouldn't get a 1/8. So I'm not sure what's wrong with it. I'll have to look at the grader's notes, but it does. It presents a lot better than the 1.8, and it's
Just crack it open to see. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bill.
Don't take my advice.
Yeah.
Maybe Stan Lee has gone and signed every page.
Oh yeah.
Did it with
I'm
Beaver
back.
a lot more.
Odds are, if that's a 1/8 and it looks that good, the cover's detached or
The
like
next one
hanging
is
by a thread.
The next one is my favourite. It wasn't the most expensive. That signed one by Stan Lee was the most expensive. This is actually my favourite. I have been looking for this for a year or so. I have searched high and low at the London Comic Mart, never found a copy.
For you. Hurry it up.
There are only 323 graded copies of this.
What? Holy moly.
Oh, yeah, nice.
It is Batman number 100.
Wow.
And it presents really, really well. The reason it is a 3.5, and it's really difficult to see why this would be a 3.5, is because there's a small tear just here, and somebody has put sellotape on the tear. Now, tape does not count as restoration. It knocks the grade. So it doesn't get a restored grade.
That's better.
But it
Which
gets
is better.
a 3.5, but it looks really strong. I've been looking for one of these. Are really hard to find. Batman 100.
I don't even know if I've ever even seen one.
No,
Wild.
because you've got Batman 1 on there.
You've got his first full origin story on the far upper right.
Yeah, you've got first bat plane. That great.
And Ghost Rider at the bottom right.
Yeah,
Ghost Rider. Yeah. Where's Ghost Rider?
So, since that FF Annual 1 signed by Stan Lee wasn't your favorite, I'll trade you the first appearance of the Crow and a couple of Amalgam comics for it.
No
Yeah,
chance.
I'm sure that's going to go over like a Led Zeppelin. Yeah.
This one is just. This is one I've really been looking for. I put a bid in for this, and I didn't think I put a low ball bid in on Heritage. Went to bed, forgot to wake up to watch the auction, and woke up in the morning to discover I'd won it for $50 less than I'd put as my maximum bid. So I was really.
Oh my God, that's amazing!
Mark, you drive a hard bargain.
That's
I'll put
awesome.
a Stanley autograph in the trade too. You can have my
Mega
Stan
congrats.
Lee Ravage 2099 signed book.
These are not tradable. These are.
I have.
Come on.
You know what I came across the other day? I have both Origins and Sons of Origins signed by Stan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Ravage 2099 signed by him. The dumbest book.
I also have a Spider-Man, Superman, giant, the giant, whatever you call that,
Treasury.
Yeah, the Treasury signed by both Stan and Roy.
That's one of the first two. That's one of the first 1,000 off the press.
I've got a couple more to show you.
They signed in person for me.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about having the first ones off the press. Were the
Oh,
first
no.
1,000
No.
were signed
No.
by Ramita and Lee.
Here we go. These are just some stuff that I picked up.
So, Mark, hold on. I've got to ask you some stuff, right?
Yeah.
When I was a young kid and I collected Batman. And I'll tell you what was in the shops. That I was collecting Batman. The first one I bought was the one where he's got the big knife, huge knife
Yeah.
in his hand on the cover. About number 418 or 20 or something.
Yeah.
Now then, so I said to myself, I'm collecting down to 300, issue 300, because I haven't got unlimited money. I'm only a kid. I'm going to 300, then I'm stopping. I ran out of money and stopped collecting a long time before I ever got to number 300. My question for you is, have you got a goal in mind for your Batman collection?
The problem is, I've got quite an expensive Batman collection. I've got it unlisted and I've got it priced up, and it represents quite a lot of money already. So the only reason I bought these is because I sold stuff on Heritage, and so
Right.
I'm buying them out of what I sold. So I might do that again. I might submit some more stuff to Heritage of stuff that I don't really want in order to buy stuff that I do want.
Yeah, there you go. What's the oldest Batman you've got, Mark?
Sorry? No,
What's
it's the
the
one
old-
you gave me. It's the one you gave me, Kyle.
Oh. Batman 15.
Batman 15 is my earliest Batman, which Kyle gave me. It's in a 0.5, but it's a lovely thing. Right.
Killer, because if it wasn't missing that section of that page, it'd be like a 4.0.
Yeah. Okay, next up, this is quite good fun. This is Silver Surfer 50, signed by Jim Starlin,
There you go.
with a certificate of authenticity.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that was nice, wasn't it? And that wasn't expensive. It cost me about $30. Right, next up, I went onto Whatnot a couple of weeks ago, and lo and behold, and this occasionally happens on Whatnot, is there was Bill Morrison was on there.
Oh, I
selling-
love Bill. Isn't Bill a great guy?
Yeah, he was really pleasant, and he was selling stuff from his own personal collection, and he was doing signatures and remarks. So I couldn't resist it. I had to get some, because I like The Simpsons, and I've got pretty good Simpsons collection. So these come from Bill Morrison's personal collection. There's his signature along the bottom of this one. Some of these are really early, and we get a certificate of authenticity telling me that this collectible is certified as authentic and from the personal collection of Bill Morrison, and was obtained on Whatnot through Hotkey Comics on January the 5th, 2024. So,
Wow.
and again, I bought one. Awesome wall poster, Bart Simpson, signed by Bill Morrison. And the two really great ones are these two. First of all, one of them is a foreign edition one. So these were from Bill's own personal collection of comics. So this is Two Shot Wonders in One, The Malevolent Mr. Burns and Professor Fink. This was the 2023 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And not only is it signed by Bill here, but he has done a remark. Can you see this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's
Hand up there, pressing a button.
Oh, that's great. Oh, my gosh.
So that's great. And finally, this one, I think this is Spanish. I'm not sure. It might be Swedish. I think this is Swedish. And this came from Bill's personal collection. Bart Simpson's Horror Show. And he's done a remark of Bart there.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And signed it Bill Morrison. I think it's a Swedish issue. There you go. So that's my lot.
And I just wanted to show this.
Very nice.
We have this. If Greg can put me full screen.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know if you can see it very well because of the.
Yeah, it's reflecting on the screen.
How
That's
about
better. That's better. That's beautiful.
What number is that, Bill?
114.
It's 114.
Very nice.
And
how
it's one of the early. We have 1400 on it. It's only a 1.5, but that's in mint. That's like a $50,000 comic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's one of the earliest Joker covers, and
Really?
it's gorgeous, isn't it?
It is gorgeous. Yes.
I just love that.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
I'll slip it back in the plastic sleeve.
I hope that guy wasn't throwing that around.
No, thank God. No. That he would be the late what his name is. So yeah, but it's so funny. Most artists I know are very low key. Yes, they're passionate and they can get riled, but they don't get riled unless you do something really crazy. But not giving you a ride 4 blocks, it was not something I expected. But
yeah. Gray, were you flashing a comic around a minute ago? Are you wanting to show? No.
I don't think his microphone's working.
No, I don't think his mic. We've just got his shakes, so it's yes or no answers for Gray.
So Greg, go full screen and move your lips around. And I'm gonna act like I'm gonna fill in what you're saying, even though it's not gonna make any sense. Well, Bill, what I'm doing here tonight.
Okay, so I got that. That was Bill is a twat.
Bill is a twat. And, okay. I thought it would be funnier than that, but Mark had to buzzkill me. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Oldroyd. These aren't the old droids. These aren't the old droids you're looking for. Okay.
I was just reading the lips.
I'm having so much fun today. This is a good. This has been a hard week, and it's like this is always fun for. And I got to go have Japanese food with Phil and a bunch of our cronies right down the street. We've got a really nice place, and it's called Kimura. And it's really good. And I had tempura shrimp today.
Nice.
It was a little pricey, but it was worth it. I don't treat myself very well at lunch most of the time, but when I do, I tend to go all out. So $16 is I don't know if that's very much over there for lunch, but over here it's a lot. But I had a beer, I had some tempura shrimp, and I had good company. And so the guy who ran this place before me, Rodney, he's a political consultant. And this is a big political year for the U.S. And so he's helping several different candidates in some way, shape, or form. In a lot of ways, he makes more money by throwing fundraisers for these guys because he gets a percentage. And he is just a really, really nice guy. And we're both kind of progressive liberals, so we get along well. Phil and Clay, they are not what we are. They're turning towards Trump, which makes me sad. But you know what? Here in Texas, it's not that. It's I'm used to it. And so it doesn't bother me, and I don't get into philosophical debate with them because it's not going to do any good. Number one, no one's going to change my mind anymore. And it happened a few years ago, and then I realized immediately I made a mistake. So no one's ever going to change. I'm jaded now. So no one's going to change my mind. And I know I'm not going to change their mind. So what does that say? I can't read it.
Mark's choice.
Mark's choice. Oh, right. Okay. The problem is if I go Alan Class, I'm going to end up with loads of
Class.
No, I don't want new Marvel.
No, not new Marvel. A 1970s Marvel collection is new. I've just bought it.
Is this the one with Silver Surfer in?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look at that.
Is that now, Mr. Mark? The reason it's your choice is because you always sort of disappear about 2 hours in. So
yes,
it's something to keep in here for a few more minutes. Yeah.
Bill, did you admit being jaded Pinkett Smith?
Did I what?
Did you admit to being jaded Pinkett Smith?
No.
You said you were jaded.
I'm jaded, but I'm not Jada Pinkett Smith.
Jaded Pinkett Smith?
No. I've never made my husband slap Chris Rock, and I don't have a husband. So, I mean, I have a wife who probably wears the pants in the family most of the time, but,
You slap your Chris Rock all the time.
now
my Chris Rocks. No, I'm joking.
I think that was the dirty old man comment, wasn't it, Greg?
Yeah. I think Kyle is still high in that pile, and I'm low in that pile.
You dirty old man.
So that's 3-1 now.
Right, Gray and Mark. I'm going to test you. Well, not a very hard test or a very meaningful one, but the American guys probably just won't know what these are. You guys might do. So I'm just going to flash them and see if you do.
Bring it a bit closer.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Well, it's a Wolverine of some description.
Is it some kind of fanzine?
I don't know what those are.
Batman, black and white. Those can't be.
Is that Alan Moore stuff?
Justin Ebbs Ted. Never. No, I've no idea what these are, Darren.
Are they fanzines that Alan Moore was in?
Do you know who Justin Ebbs is?
No.
Do you, Gray?
No.
When I was a kid collecting, there was very few places to get back issues of, and some guy told me Justin Ebbs runs a mail order store. Now, this is when you had to get a paper form from him and a paper catalogue.
Of course.
And you had to write on the form what you wanted and send it off. And it was all done through the post system. All your communication was done through the post. This is his catalogue. But this is way before I was getting his catalogue. So in this collection of comics I bought, the guy had kept his catalogues from Justin Ebbs. And these are the really early Justin Ebbs catalogues. I've never seen them. I think they're beautiful, right? Catalogue number 5, look.
You need to take those to the London Comic Mart. Somebody will buy those at the London Comic Mart.
No, you might want to take those to Heritage. Those are pretty hard to find.
But now the guy said, and I don't know if he's right or wrong. Maybe he's not. But he said that there was another store called the Owl's Effort. And I didn't know whether he thought they were Justin Ebbs' previous catalogues or not. But I don't know. They might be. I mean, they're very similar. Now, this might be a fanzine, look.
Yeah, that looks like a fanzine.
These are old. I think they're great. September 1979, look, that one. Letters, comics, and more. That must be a fanzine.
Yeah, it's a fanzine. Yeah. Somebody's printed that in their own bedroom.
I just thought they were really cool. I love them.
They are interesting. Those are the type of thing you need to take to the London Comic Mart. Somebody will pay you for those.
I'd imagine my editor up in Liverpool would probably love those because he.
The last time I went to the London Comic Mart, at the Royal National Hotel, Mark.
Yeah.
Was about 8 years ago. Yeah. And I met Justin Ebbs at it on a stall he was selling. And I've never met him before. It was wonderful. Like, because I used to buy from him as a kid. I was like, oh,
how old was he then?
Oh, he's well into his 200s. No, I don't think he's particularly old. I think he was probably 50. Maybe.
Oh, okay. So
he might have been a bit older.
Me then.
Might have been 55. So he's probably 60 to 65 now.
Yeah.
But he would fit in with us just great. He's sort of a cross between me, Mark, and Gray all in one, facially.
So he's got half a pair of glasses.
Right. So this is the you missed all this last week, I think, Mark. I don't think you've seen one of these yet, have you?
Yeah, get him on.
The Welsh collection.
Was it worth an 8-hour round trip?
I love them.
Okay.
I love them. Now, they do come out in runs because they were stacked in runs, and they're not. None of them are bagged and boarded, so I'm being gentle.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to flash them, and you boys can do the commentary.
Gil Kane artwork. More Gil Kane artwork.
What number Conan are you here?
This is number 131, so it's around about 1981.
I mean, I've got a full run of Conan that I picked up for £100.
More Gil Kane.
These are £3 to £5 comics.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, I did the maths on the deal up front.
Yeah. And
I decided to make the deal worthwhile with enough profit, I would want fine condition on average.
These look good, though.
These are coming out. I think they're very fine on average.
Yeah, they look good.
There's some.
You'll still only get a $5 for them, Darren.
Say again.
You'll still only get a $5 for them.
Yeah, quite possibly. Quite possibly. But I mean, I do differentiate in price, and then people can personally when the discount hits, they can decide when it's cheap enough.
That era of fanzine over here typically go for between $25 and $75. I mean,
not about the fanzines.
Huh?
The fanzines.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
So
a nice.
I wouldn't let them go too cheap, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not talking
Yeah,
about
my
the Comans,
editor
you're talking
David
about
Hathaway Price up in Liverpool would just go nuts for those. Oh,
What, these
well, there you
Conans?
go.
Oh, Conan.
There's
Greyman
Gray's want list.
list.
Is that his need list?
Yes.
It must be. He's got number 1 in there. Well, great. This guy was a mad Conan collector. So a lot of that list are in
Well,
here.
I've quite a few of those. I bet you've got everything there from about 40 onwards. Was 30 something your first one?
I can't remember. No. It's I'm pretty sure I've got a list in an email, but I haven't got it easy to hand. I'd have to just go into that. Mates race Graces.
That's great.
I don't value my great mates very highly, Gray, so it's double price for mates.
These are too high grade for Grey. So you've got to trample them underfoot a bit. And
Kyle, I just got some bad news.
What?
Richard Lewis has passed away.
The comedian?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he had cancer, didn't he?
Yeah, but a long time ago. But of course, that shit comes back.
right, if you've got 145, that's on Grey's list.
He was 77, so not a bad run.
There you go. That's a Grey one. He wants that one.
I'm going to keep stacking them in the box, and then we'll sort everything later.
Ramona Fredon passed away this week?
Yeah, yes, she sure did.
Aw.
She was 97. And she just retired a month ago.
What a great old broad.
I know.
Oh, now, I don't want to trigger you all, but it probably will. Okay, so argument coming. Last week, when we were looking at these, Kyle pointed out that a lot of them have got this cross through the barcode and a diamond. And he said they're Whitmans. I did a bit of research, and there is a huge debate whether they are or not.
Those are diamond.
Those are direct market. That's a different diamond.
Yeah, that's diamond. That's when diamond took over.
That just means direct market.
Right.
Yeah.
When the diamond goes smaller,
Bigger.
no, when the
To a square.
diamond got smaller like that, those are the direct market distributors.
And then eventually they took the UPC off and put an image of Spider-Man for the most part.
If the diamond's like a turn sideways square,
Yeah, bigger one.
that's Whitman.
He was a prick, but I wish him well nonetheless.
And if it was like that, then it's direct market. And it happened in 81.
So
But you can tell by the diamond. Like if the diamond is real big,
Yeah, I've had them myself, and I've marked them up as diamond on the shop. But this argument that's running on the internet is basically saying there was no such thing as Marvel Diamond, as Marvel Whitman.
Look at that one though. That's a Spider-Man rather than a cross through the code.
Hey, that thing you're reading on the internet or whatever is so wrong. It's not even funny.
It's bullshit.
You're going to make me go upstairs.
Out.
Mark, he's going to make me go upstairs.
Oh, okay.
He knows what I'm going to do here.
You're going to collapse.
It'll be buggered for about 3 days now.
Yeah.
Don't tell me there's no such thing as Marvel Whitman.
Darren
what the internet said, right? I'll tell you what the internet said, and then you can debunk it to your leisure.
You've seen
not only can I debunk it, I can write a book on it.
Is that the DC ones were printed with Whitman on the cover and no issue number?
Well, yeah, it doesn't say Whitman on Marvel because Marvel used him as a distributor.
Right.
I've said that a million times.
So
DC did a test market with them. Marvel Whitmans were part of their distribution in the Midwest. They don't say Whitman, and they're not as scarce. But
Darren, you were right. You have set an argument going. Well done.
I know it would, because it's a contentious. The internet is set off. There's a lot of arguments about this on the internet, And basically what they're saying is there's a big difference between the DC and the Marvel ones. The Marvel ones were simply, I think they called them direct editions, but were
No.
put into Whitman packs,
Ready?
but
Hold
not
on.
a Whitman reprint.
Those
Now,
people don't know what the hell they're
I
talking
marked them up as
about.
Whitman on my shop.
The
so
reprint,
I'm
the
not saying-
reprint.
You're back on that, Kyle. You're right.
Oh my God, this is making me nuts. Blow me up. Blow me up for a minute.
Let's have Kyle on. Oh, no, he's okay. Gray says no.
Blow me up for a minute. I came upstairs for this, so blow me up for this.
Blow me up, blow me up, blow me up, blow me up.
I'm doing the lip syncing, lip reading, and he's going, nah.
Now, I'm sorry. I'm eating right now, you dumbass. I'm trying to eat a duck, and you're fucking with me, Kyle. And look, it's Godzilla. Wait, what? Okay, sorry.
Ray says he's eating, so we can't mess around with his laptop.
That is a Marvel Whitman product.
Yes, exactly.
That is.
Exactly.
They used Whitman as a distribution. I don't know how many times I've had to tell this. They've used Whitman. I'm just showing the wrong side. This big diamond.
Yes.
Is a Whitman. That identifies how it was Whitman. These aren't reprints. These are first prints unless it says reprint on it. And the only ones that went into reprint, which Marvel used for distribution, was Star Wars. That's it. None of these are reprints. These are first prints used as Midwestern distribution. That's why they're not as popular, because Marvel produced tens of thousands of these, whereas DC used it as a test market idea, and they only did like 37 issues of all the mixed ones, and they actually say Whitman on it because that was part of the deal, because DC was cheapskates, and tell these idiots on the internet that this is how Whitman made their deal with Marvel, was it's a Whitman product. In this, and anytime you see this, the comic came out of a Whitman bag. This is a distribution form.
That's exactly.
They didn't sell these loose. The second prints of Star Wars and stuff, and the later prints, all came out pre-bagged.
That is 100% exactly what I thought as well. You have my full agreement.
It's nuts. Anybody that says they just don't know.
Yeah,
but I got this information from the guy that made the damn deal. You know, it's when the guy that made the deal tells you something, it's like, oh, okay. You know, I had no idea. I had no idea. That's what got my interest in this. That the guy that made the deal was like, this is what started the direct market boom of like 1981. It took off in 1981. Now, when the size of the diamond changes, like I said, if it's the diamond like this, and it's got, which you can't see because the Whitman's covering it, but it'll have a line through it. And then the first 2 months of the smaller diamond and the line through it is actually still Whitman. But after that, and it's like April of 1981, then it went straight to direct market. But this is what helped launch the direct market.
I'm being bored to death by these because I've got them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem I've got is there's a run. So, hold on, let me just see where the run ends.
Well, they go up to about 270 something.
Oh, no. These are going backwards in time. So, when I was in his house, right, he's got everything stacked into number order. But when I was putting it into the boxes, I would take a chunk, put it in. Take a chunk. So I don't know where the Conan ends and something else starts. We're still on Conan.
I mean, when you get to 22, stop.
We're 61 now. $73, 63. Oh, that's a damaged one. 27. What did you say the number was?
22. It's the first Red Sonja.
I don't think he's got that one. These are 70s. Oh, here we go.
21 and 22 are money books. They're basically 22 downwards are money books. That's 28. No, that's no good. I mean, it's okay, but it's not a money book. No. I mean, those are 5 to 10 quid. In that,
yeah.
Those are good condition.
Here we go. What's this? Oh no, we're still on Conan. 50. 50. Oh, what? What's that? Oh, we've got 2 number 50s.
Hey, Darren.
Yo.
Here's the majority of the DC Whitmans out of bag. Here's
Now,
the majority
yeah, I know
of
you
them.
showed me them. Now you know that I'm on the same camp as you, Kyle, right? I was just getting you to confirm.
But let me show you what I'm talking about with these. Now, they'd have different variations of, like they'd put the little Whitman head right here in the bullet.
Yes, exactly.
And
Yeah,
like
they're easy to spot. The
DCP1,
DCs are
then
easier.
they'd vary there. A lot of times they'd have that art box in there. This is when that started. Do you know why they did that? Do you know why they lined out the barcode?
Isn't it to stop it being returned?
So it couldn't be scanned, because this is when scanning started, where you could scan it and get charged for the one comic. But if it's pre-bagged, that prevents it from being scanned, because, look, there's a sealed Whitman bag
Covered
of
it up.
DCs. And
Yeah.
you can see the barcode, and if they could scan that, then you'd only get charged for one comic.
Right.
So there's a line through the barcode, because there's 3 comics in there. There's a nice little Batman Man-Bat, still in the Whitman bag. And there are only so many of these. They only put out so many variations of these because DC came late to the party. Because like the Marvels you'll see in this go back to 30 cents and 35 cents. DC got in the game in the 40 cent and got right out because they made a quick deal and went no, and then they went to diamond retailers and stuff like that. So yeah. That's just
I know,
so
mate, I know what
anybody
you
ever
mean.
tells you any different with that?
I've got some Whitmans marked up on the shop, and they have the diamond, the square diamond on its edge with the black sort of star splash around it.
Yeah, and you can always tell. And like I said, DC didn't do many more comics than this. It's like less than 6 months.
It's really obvious when it's a DC one. It's like you can't miss it on a DC one.
They're more rare because of that. Because, like I said, Marvel used it for Midwest distribution in the United States. So it basically covered in 30 United States. So where DC would print like 2,000 of them, Marvel would print 20,000. There you go.
You haven't got the early copies. Somebody's half-inched them.
No, he's never had them, Mark.
Has he? Okay.
I was looking for a number 4. He's got a number 4. But he has got Savage Sword of Conan, the magazine set from number 1.
Have you? That's worth something.
I know.
Number 1 is worth something. Well, number 2.
And not only that, the magazines are in a very similar condition to the comic.
Okay,
so
well, Savage Sword of Conan number 1 in decent condition is an 80 quid comic.
Yeah, the only thing I did notice is a lot of them have got that Curtis 20p sticker on, which is annoying because
I don't think that actually detracts from the value.
I would agree with you, except because he didn't bag them especially.
Yeah.
They've collected a bit of dirt residue around the outside of the sticker.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But these are crackers again. But let me get to the end of the Conan. We're into a different run. Where does the Conan end? Oh,
So
Well-
while I wasn't looking, did you say Conan went back to issue 4?
yeah, but we didn't find. I know that there's an issue 4 in these boxes somewhere. It doesn't go back to issue 4. He has an issue 4.
Yeah. Hey, look what I just pulled off the Darren pile.
An issue 4. Oh, an issue 3. Brilliant. Love it. Excellent.
This is the limited distribution one. This one's as valuable, almost as valuable as issue 1,
Awesome.
because they screwed up. They said that the mob basically threw out a warehouse full of these over a distribution argument, but this is more limited.
Time is going to get me excited in a minute.
Say again, Mark. What if? What's going to get you excited, Mark?
The arguments about the first Red Sonja.
First,
No, you're right. Werewolf by Lunchtime is right. I agree with him. It is 23. Yeah, 23. You're right, Werewolf. It's 23. Some people say 23 is the cameo and 24 is the first. It's not. 23. I agree with you.
The first Moon Knight? Is that what we're talking about?
First Red Sonja.
Oh, first Red Sonja. Really?
Yeah. And the first Hulk is 180.
That's nice, that one.
That is show up in Werewolf by Night. That's
High evolutionary versus Galactus. That's worth a few quid.
Yeah,
that's a really nice nick. These are in nice condition, and 127. These are worth a few.
Well, that's 177, right? Yeah, that's 177. I kind of want that one because that was in my original collection I got, and it's a Pence copy.
You've got two
look at that.
My brother gave me 97 comics to start me when I was 13, and that was in it. The floating heads there was
two of those. There you go. These are nice. These are that's good condition. 5 to 10 quid each.
The condition is on the whole very fine, but odd ones are a little bit lower, and odd ones are near mint.
So, had he bought these from you?
These are absolutely straight from new.
That's nice as well. I like these Fantastic Fours, Darren.
They're beautiful. I couldn't. This is exactly the collection I was looking for because it hits the age range, which is 70s. Yeah. It's in the great condition. But most of all, if I could have written the titles I wanted to restock most urgently, it probably hit them all.
Yeah. I mean, Fantastic Four, Conan, I wouldn't have thought as much, but these would sell. People will buy these.
Great. Oh, yeah. I've just, when I put these up on the shop, I mean, okay, I do the discount gradually increasing.
Oh, that's
these
a good
don't even
back cover.
They don't need to get
condition on that. Really good. These will fly out.
Yeah, exactly. They really do. They really do.
Yeah, especially with the Fantastic Four movie coming up.
Yes.
Which I like the casting. Oh, and by the way, it's been confirmed. It's going to take the first part of it is going to take place in the 60s.
So, again, big long run of Fantastic Four.
They will be the earliest characters. They will mark the Marvel age.
Yeah, I like the casting as well because they can all act. So the first thing you've got to do with actors is ensure they actually can act, which hasn't always been the case with some of the Marvel movies. So all the characters they pick there, the 4 actors can actually act.
Yeah.
Well, and they've also said that the Thing is going to be completely motion captured, just like the Hulk has been. So that shouldn't be a problem for anyone. But it looks like they're going to make him look as Kirby-like as possible, which I've always dreamed of.
Yeah.
So so far the only one that really looked Kirby-like out of all 4 of the previous movies was the
Chickless.
No, the one that was put out on a dime.
Roger Corman's, that was a good one too.
Thing looked best. It really looked good, except the guy they got to be the Thing was shorter than the guy that they got to be Ben Grimm, and it looked like he shrunk rather than grew.
There he
Why
is.
is this comic trending right now and going up in value right
Is
now?
that 209?
Yep.
Oh, that would be the first appearance of Herbie the Robot.
Oh, yes, this has gone loopy for some reason. Yeah.
I know exactly why. There's been a
Well, because there was that artwork had Herbie serving them drinks.
yeah. This has gone absolutely crazy at the minute.
Sorry, but fuck that. I hate Herbie. Herbie was if they hadn't pimped out the rights to the Human Torch to Universal when they made that cartoon, they would have had the Human Torch to be in the cartoon, but they did that. And what do? They don't bring in Triton or Namor or any real character. They create a little stupid robot.
That's nice as well. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
This
Well,
is
it's fine on that.
But
yeah,
but
I can tell you now, your trip to Wales is worth it. Just look at these fantastic.
Yeah.
photos.
Really?
And that's like the first burn. It's
Yeah.
like the first burn on that run.
great.
Hey, Mark, here's some direct market trivia for you. This comic was only released to the direct market, and this year it's probably going to be one of the biggest spec books on the planet. What is it?
Oh, I know this. I know what the first direct market comic was. What the hell was it?
It's not the first direct market comic, but this comic was only
Yeah,
distributed through the direct market.
I know this.
Trigger warning.
Uh-oh.
This year it's going to go through the roof if speculation happens.
Oh, hell yeah. That is that his first appearance?
Nah, it's his like 6th appearance, but that's
Oh,
the
it's his first.
appearance.
Oh, it's his first comic.
Oh, yeah, I'll give
It's
you a
issue
five
number
that
1 comic, and it's the first appearance of Hellstorm.
I'll take that one.
I don't know. You're going to have to tell me, Kyle.
It has to do with Taylor Swift.
Oh, that is.
Oh, it's Dazzler.
Oh,
It's, Dazzler 1.
It's gnarled up, but it's still beautiful. Hey, that's the back page has the first cameo appearance of Son of Satan in it.
Oh, which one was that? Is that the
Trigger warning.
There's nothing wrong with. There is nothing wrong with that book.
Yeah, there is.
It doesn't affect the story.
According to Kyle, 9.8. Nothing wrong with it.
It doesn't affect the story. It's totally readable.
That was £100 book until you showed the back of it.
There's a Dazzler number 1 over there.
Yep.
This one's going crazy too.
Look at the price on that.
How
I
much
can't
is it?
see it. Tilt it. 19.
$19.
If that's near mint, that's cheap.
That will go through the roof.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
And
can
we
put that
also
on
got
$19. You can put that on my
Oh
card.
yeah. Now that's a big comic. That's
You know what's significant about that?
it's got the Santa Claus story in it, doesn't it?
Well, but what's significant about that is the first 33 issues were magazines. That's the comic size format, and it's the last issue.
Oh, is that right? Is that the only comic size format of that one? Yeah.
wow.
I've got that. I didn't know that.
That's the only comic sized issue of that. That's the same comic that Star-Lord first appeared in and Rocket Raccoon first appeared in. That has a first appearance in it. You know what the first appearance of that is?
What?
Yeah.
Tell us, Kyle. I've got that comic. I don't know what the first appearance is.
It's considered the first appearance of the Darkhold Marvel. The
Oh.
Darkhold actually appears in, like, it's mentioned in, I love that book. Damn it, my pile. It's a reprint, but totally my pile. It's a Pence, it's an X-Men, it's a
where's your
reprint.
goddamn pile gone over there?
But hell, I done lost my train of thought. You threw me off with that one. What was the one previous to that you just threw me off with?
Darkhold. You were talking about Darkhold.
Yeah, that has a lot to
First
do
Darkhold.
with that. That was partially the basis for the movie.
Marvel's Greatest Comics.
Yeah.
Randomly. Trigger alert coming up.
All right, you Fantastic Four fans, what issue was the first appearance of the Impossible Man?
I've got it. I just bought it at Heritage. It'll be in my next Heritage show. Is it number 11?
Number 11. There you go. First appearance of Richard Rider. That's going to go up because he's in the movies starting this year. Now, do you have issue 4? Before you pull up number 4, does anyone know the significance of Nova number 4? It's an homage cover. And he's fighting somebody.
I've had it, but I've
So
sold it.
it's not on a rainbow.
Oh, Thor? Huh?
Yeah.
There you go. Now we're talking. So this is 117. A pence.
God damn it.
That's nice.
And it's a pence.
These are going to all be pence. And they got lockjaw. These are nice. These are 15 to 20 quid. These ones.
Yeah, and you're getting into the first Airwalker. Oh, tell me you got the first Airwalker.
I got 2 of those.
That one is one of them.
How much did you pay? Tell us how much you paid for this, are you?
Say again.
You're not going to tell us how much you paid for this set, are you?
No, he'll tell
Not
you.
on camera.
He doesn't. Yeah, not on camera, but yeah, he'll tell you. Oh, those are great. Those are great. I don't like Rich Buckler that much, but his Fantastic Four stuff is really good.
There you go. Look at that Silver Surfer cover. Very nice. I'm a bit jealous of these Fantastic Four. I've got them all, but I haven't got them in this kind of condition. Doom cover.
And Surfer in there as well.
Yeah. I'd hold on to these, Darren, for a year or so.
Do you know what, Mark? Right.
Yeah, that's probably a great idea, honestly, because you don't.
There was a time, probably about 6 or 7 shows ago, I think a question got asked. I was trying to get someone onto the subject of the ups and downs of comics.
Yeah.
And we got on a tangent, and I never got a chance to actually answer the question. But part of the answer would have been, on the website, I did all the selling, and I've got like a year's processing to do.
Yeah.
And during that processing, I'm not going to be actively selling.
No.
I'm very pleased that year coincides with the year we are in the real world.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think that Deadpool and Fantastic Four and some of the excitement around Avengers and maybe the Folly, what's it called? The new Joker Folly I Do or something.
Yeah.
And the new Superman. I think that's going to reawaken the comics thing. I've never believed that superhero fatigue is a thing. I think it's just short phase.
I'll tell you what's helping this year is there's a resurgence in collecting Wolverine because of Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that cover.
With the FF, my suggestion would be unload them right before the movie comes out, just in case the movie sucks.
Oh, it won't suck. Trust in Kevin Feige.
In fact, Kevin Feige has said this is our most important franchise out of the entire, because it's Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Well, it was the flagship for Stan Lee.
And Jack Kirby. And
It
created
Marvel Age. It wasn't Spider-Man, it was Fantastic Four.
Right. And Spider-Man was okay.
Spider-Man
were small stories. Fantastic Four were universe-spanning stories. It was a big, in fact, most of the growth in the Marvel Universe happened within the pages of the Fantastic Four.
I have that issue signed by George Perez.
Mark, wouldn't you agree with me on that?
Yeah. I'm a Fantastic Four fan. I do think there's a lot of arguments for saying the Fantastic Four was stolen from
Challengers of the Unknown.
Challenges of the Unknown.
But they can't be stolen if it's already your creation, and Challengers is not going
And also, if you look at the Brave and the Bold with the Justice League America, you could say there's a lot of similarities between the Starro issue of Brave and the Bold and the first Fantastic Four, with 4 heroes fighting a large monster.
Correct. Very, very similar. Very similar. And then you have the Doom Patrol X-Men argument.
Yeah.
Where you've got a leader of all these guys in a wheelchair.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you have these people that are totally misfits and considered foes as often as they're considered heroes.
I mean, this sort of thing went on loads in comics at the time.
Yeah, but you can't tell me they're the same comic. They're not. I mean, they have similarities, but that's where it is.
But people nicked ideas from each other. Doom Patrol, first appearance of Doom Patrol came out.
And there was a novel. About a balding. What's wrong?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yay!
So there was a novel in 1937 called Odd John, and it was about a balding mutant who was trying to help other mutants. And it basically was the story of the X-Men, and they were all called mutants. And it was, and my buddy approached Stan and asked Stan if he read that in 1937, and Stan said he couldn't remember, but I bet he could remember, and I bet that did stand out because he read a lot back then.
Right, we can still hear the football.
Can you hear the football?
Yeah, a little bit.
Tough.
Congratulations,
How old was Stan Lee in 1937?
In 1937, Stan would have been 50.
It's going to be a tough game, and it's always nice to score.
He was born at the tail end of 1922.
I think everyone
Yeah, I was going to give you some hints. Like his first story was in Captain America 3 in 1941, and he was 17.
And he basically became before he was 20, which a lot of people don't realize. I mean, to me, you want to give Stan hell about not giving people the right credit. However, Stan was the editor of Marvel Comics by the time he was 21, and it was timely, of course, at the time, but he stayed on that course for almost 40 years before he retired. So, from that area, then he went on to TV where he made a lot more, and so did everybody else. But,
Kyle, do you still want to do your rant about whatever it was you was ranting about?
What?
Do you still want to do your rant about the pricings, whatever it was, the direct market?
We've already had the Kyle rant.
Oh,
I
no.
think we're going to be in big
I
screen
went
for it.
upstairs. That
we
kicked
have
the
two
shit
in
out of me.
one podcast. Sorry.
I'm barely going to be able to talk the rest of the show because I went upstairs. That knocked the living shit out of me.
Well, I'm
So you
sorry.
get a stair lift, mate. Get a nice stair lift in for you.
Oh, shit.
It was the Whitman challenge that sent him up the stairs.
Oh, that infuriates me when people talk about that. And it's like, come on, man. There are books out there that the whole direct market. There are books on top of books on top of books. Those guys talked about that all the time. It's common knowledge. That's what makes me goofy about it. Is it's
Direct
common
market
knowledge
newsstand.
time.
I couldn't give a toss about any of it. It's just like literally, it's not even a conversation I want to listen to. It's like
It's only relevant to me because it affected my childhood. That's how I got my comic books when I was a kid. I'd get them in those pre-bags when I was a little kid. There's my nostalgia. I didn't really kick into them for a few years, but I'd get Christmas bags of comic books, and I knew them, and to know that they were specifically distributed, because like with you guys, you know, you guys are in 3 different parts of England. Well, if a book had a certain look and say it was only distributed out by Darren, it's going to be more interesting to Darren than you guys. Because it actually has that specific feel where, like, I was sending you guys pictures of those storms blowing through and how it was affecting the Midwest.
My pile, please. My pile.
And that's a big one, isn't it?
My pile, please. Do not put it in somebody else's pile.
Back to me.
Wait a minute. Not sure. No.
I don't think you've seen a lot of these before, Mark. You see there in the box.
Yeah.
Either from the top to there I've shown before, or either from here to the bottom I've shown before. But this was before you were back with us from all your journeys around. So I don't think you've seen any of these. Now, you know, all the Allen class that you've seen previously was from what we call, let's say, the Allen class collection, right?
Yeah.
This isn't.
Okay.
This is not from that collection. This is from the Frank Dobson collection.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes, I know. Okay, I'm excited.
Here you go, Batman 48. Do you want that?
Yes.
Near mint.
Yes.
Reprint. That's a reprint. God damn it.
Batman 24 near mint. You want that?
No,
Reprint.
This were those. You remember us talking about those reprint things that are just great. I think they're great fun.
How much they go for?
Say again, Bill.
Darren,
How much they go for?
How much are you going to flog those for?
Right. Well, to start, okay. With no knowledge whatsoever, I would say I'd be happy to get £3 each.
Yeah.
But we need to get the knowledge between us to figure out if actually they're selling.
I paid more than £3.
They're worth a lot more than that. I'll tell you right now.
They were 10 to 20 quid, Darren. You just need to check it up.
You're
you
shitting me. Each?
No, exactly. And
Because they're probably 50 years old.
I would gladly pay 10 a piece for those. Honestly.
Yeah, those are probably 40 or 50
10
years
cents a
old.
piece. That's cover price.
What?
I'll pay comic price for sure.
Does it have a printing date on them?
Have those? No. So that
I think this just looks like it feels better than I'm actually about to describe, but it looks like someone's just got these and run them through an A4 photocopier and put a staple through them.
Yeah.
And I've never
So do you
seen
reckon
this
there's one of a kind? Someone's actually just.
I don't know. That looks legit printed though. That doesn't.
Yeah.
These legit
That
prints.
looks like something out of the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80s, 90s. But
Oh, really? Okay. Well, they might not be worth that much then, but I would be happy to.
Yeah, you need to do some research on those.
You do.
Three short boxes.
Yeah, look into it before
You need to do some research. I've never seen those before.
I agree. I agree.
Dun dun. What are these?
Oh, that's very nice. It said 20 pence. I'm not interested. I only collect pre-decimal.
I only collect pre-decimal, snob.
Pre-decimal, thank you.
Yeah, no good.
Load of rubbish.
55p.
55p, that's practically brand new.
Yes.
Yeah, I just got it from W.H. Smith yesterday.
Yeah.
Right at the end of the run. That's 89 or something. Now we're talking.
Oh,
That's that on my pile.
Oh, it's on his pile now, is it? You stopped being a snob now, have you?
That is not Alan. That is either Elmer or
Thorpe and Porter.
Yeah.
Is it Thorpe and Porter or is it Miller?
I think it's Thorpe and Porter.
Huh. Normally there's a clue, but there isn't on this one.
You're normally
It's not on the back.
No, there's the clue right there underneath my finger.
Yeah,
Hey.
Thorpe and Porter.
TP in a really tiny little triangle.
Yeah, Thorpe and Porter. Yeah. Yeah, on my pile, please. Thank you. That's brilliant.
Guilty.
I like that one,
Another
please.
Thorpe and Porter.
Can I have
And
that one?
again, my pile. This is the problem of you doing these.
Oh,
Justice.
I didn't know you was into these.
I would like that one.
Well, that is right on the cut. I actually have a copy of that. and it's in better condition than that. So I'm going to let it go. It's right on the
spine's
card.
a bit worn.
It's a 6p, so that's about 72, 73.
I would like
This
that.
one feels modern.
That's a 55p. Forget it.
Here's another 100-pager, look.
I don't care.
Did you say a load of rubbish? You don't want it?
Yeah. Same. I've got that cover.
It's an Ogden Whitney.
Alan Class used about 6 times.
Yeah.
It's Ogden Whitney.
That's the last of the times. No, these.
Oh no, Mark, this is important. Mark, I bow to your knowledge on this. What's special about this?
I'll take that one, by the way, before you open it up, because I'm going to bet it's great.
I think it's Ditko. Oh, it's got an S on it. It hasn't got a number on it, so it's something special.
You know, they won't be able to hear what's going on.
Or it's a Spider-Man.
It's a something
It's an
special.
S number.
Yeah.
So they're about-
When I put the headphones on, it stopped my microphone from working. That's why I never could hear anything.
It's about 3 S numbers per long series.
Yeah.
No, that's past his time.
That's a nice. I haven't got that cover, but it is a 15p, so I've got to hold my line.
They're not going anywhere quickly anyway.
Number 9.
Those covers,
Again, that was one I have not got that cover, but
those covers are horrible.
Yeah.
Look just there, Mark.
Yeah.
That looks like he's put green Tipex on and used that to print. That is, I cannot feel Tipex there. That I think that could be.
Some of the printers has covered up whatever he had there before. It's like the pricing. He's done that cover before, and he's just covered up the pricing. Now there we go. Now we've got a shilling copy. Now we're talking. You put that on my pile. I haven't got it.
It's got a price sticker on it.
I don't care.
Now let some of us blokes get some of these. Oh, that's out of his range, isn't it, or is it?
That's out of my range. That's 20p. I'm not interested.
So there's no order to these, whereas the other lot was in an order.
That's a great cover, by the way. But it's about the 3rd time Alan Class uses it. A really nice cover, but I don't like those 55p's. They've gone into hard card. They're horrible. Right, that's nice. I've got 2 copies of that, and they're in better condition. Right. I haven't got it, but it's horrible.
Condition-wise, yeah.
No.
It looks like the number as well has missed the green triangle.
Yeah, there's something odd about
It's
it.
right next to it.
Yeah, I don't
on
know
the
what's
red.
It's a shame you can't really selling them.
No, just looking at them.
Again, I haven't got that cover, but it's 15 pence, so no.
I've got that cover on the original book.
Have you? Yeah, probably. What was it, Carl?
Like Secrets of the Unknown 154 or something.
Was that a giant Apache attacking an Apache helicopter?
Yeah. Or did I give you that book? Gray, did I give you that book?
That one? No, I haven't got that one.
Oh.
That's a great cover.
That's Apache on Apache violence, that is.
It
Have
is.
you done helicopters on cover slingers?
No.
No.
But if you've been on Saturday, you can add it to the wheel if you like.
Do you know, after that time when I actually was like joint first and couldn't think of anything, I've written down a list of themes now, so I'm prepared.
Right. Okay, guys. This cover, would somebody like to tell me where the original first appears?
Like Trip to the Moon
There's
or
no
something?
naked woman on it, so it's probably not Planet Comics.
It's
I have no idea.
it's a Marvel comic. It's I think it's Standing Stories #1. So this went completely ballistic on the Alan Class thing. It appears in Alan Clark, but it's actually really early. And the first one is a really early Marvel.
Second, time you shown that one.
No, that's 55p. It's Ogden Whitney.
Yep. Ogden Whitney.
No, Ogden Whitney, probably again, no, and it's horrible.
Yeah, the condition, the Frank Dobson one, most of them are pretty rough.
Well, he read him.
That looks Neil Adams to me. That's
Ditko, surely.
That's Ditko.
no, that's not Ditko.
It's not
That's
Adam.
Ditko.
Adam.
That's
Look
not.
at that guy right there.
It's not Ditko.
I think that is Ditko.
I don't
That's
think it is.
Mr. Mystery.
Saying it, Bill,
That's
but
Mr.
I don't
Mystery.
think it is. If it's Ditko, it's someone else inking Ditko, but I don't
I think it's Dizaniga.
it won't tell you who it is.
Check out the cool ad on the back.
Yeah.
You sure it's not Dizaniga?
That's not a sale. That's wanted ad.
Yeah, they want to buy them back.
Yeah.
that's crazy. Because they didn't.
That's
They
cool.
didn't. Oh no! That's probably a separate. That's probably a collector trying to buy them. Not a company.
That's horrible. No.
That's great.
These
That's
are rough.
great.
These are rough.
So
These
bad,
are-
it's great.
Low grade is better than no grade in terms of this box.
Oh, right. Now we're talking. That was in decent grade. Yes. It's not. Look at all that. swag.
Is it
That's,
delayed?
that's a knockoff of Ogden Whitney. That's not Ogden Whitney.
Oh, right.
That is Kurt Schaffenberger.
I think you might be right. And it's a 6p. I'm tempted.
Planet Xanadu.
Spine is pretty horrible. No.
Is that Olivia Newton-John on the cover there?
Yes.
Definitely. John Travolta's inside.
I got chills. Stella.
Now then, we've got a decent looking one.
No, it's not. It's rough.
So I'll take that if you don't, but you have first right.
No,
but
you can, I actually do have that, Bill, but that is probably a better copy than mine.
I will
really-
take that if he does not.
Yeah, give that to Bill.
That's the Jaguar, isn't it?
Yeah, put it on Bill's pile. That's a really quite nice copy.
Bill Plow, please.
Hey, Signature King.
So I fall backwards.
Okay, and again we've got the Fly, and it's a shilling copy. It's a bit rough.
It's in ragged shape.
The back's pretty rough.
No, it's not good enough for me. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, before you put that up, find out what issue
that
of
on
the
my
fly
pile.
that is.
I'll take that one. That last one, I'll take that.
Find out what issue
I'll
of the
take one
fly
of
that
those.
is.
I'll take one of those. But look at they're different.
They're
They
different
are
colors.
different.
They're very different.
He's in class. He printed them about 3 times. Even
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my God. One was light, one was dark.
yeah.
Like these three have got 25p on the price.
Yeah, 'cause they're
And this
different.
is number 154.
Yeah.
This one is number 99 of the same set with 8p on the price.
Holy crap. He would reprint them that quickly into the
That's probably about 6 years later.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Were these fortnightly, weekly, or monthly, Mark?
Depended on his mood.
A bit random.
Yeah.
Right, so I think because I've done that little spread before, I think that's the bit
They were
we've already seen.
They were
But-
And here, I don't think these ones have ever been seen on the show yet.
You need to go back to that fly and find out what issue that came from. What's the significance of the fly issue number 4? And where's Bill?
Bill's
Where
run
did
off.
Bill go? Damn it.
I'm here. I'm coming back.
Okay.
I'll keep it there for a moment.
With Fly Ditko, I think that is probably Ditko.
What's this? Oh, look, some Western annuals.
The fly was done by Joe Simon.
Yes, and Jack Kirby had a hand in it too, but Jack didn't do any of the artwork.
What's the significance of the fly issue number 4?
We don't know.
In 1959, it's the artist's first drawing of a superhero professionally published.
Not Neil Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did 3 issues of Archie, and then he did a partial page
It's
in the fly number 4.
I
Ogden
have
Whitney
that
again.
condition. That's in really ropey condition.
Groot.
Oh,
It is-
Brute!
It's a Groot prototype.
His name was Brute.
Fly man.
25p.
That Hangman.
Yeah, that's a golden age reprint cover.
Ah, okay. Again, nice, but I've got it and in better condition.
That's a. Oh wait. Put that back up again. Is that No Man? Is that?
Yeah,
from...
it is No Man. Yes.
Okay, I'll take that, please. Yeah,
Who is No Man?
He's from Tower Comics. He was part of the Thunder Agents.
Yeah, No Man. He's a sort of Moon Knight prototype.
Check out the lettering.
He was often drawn by Ditko.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'll take that, please. Yeah.
There's like-
Bill Pyle.
No Man faces his great test challenge on the cover. Brilliant.
No,
Yeah.
Bill will take that. Please, Bill Pyle.
Right.
Thank you. I don't know if I'd ever seen any Tower comics show up in those.
Yeah, there's several of them.
There's a lot, Bill.
Are there? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're talking. That is a that you can put that on my pile.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Why?
You
Show
can't
us
afford
the
this.
Show us the back cover.
I don't know.
Oh, but look at that. Oh my God.
That's the best one you've shown so far, apart from
I know, of course. Yeah. Screw with that.
At least it's complete, right? That's all I can say about it. It's complete.
Have you counted the pages?
Well, I haven't counted the pages. I'm just hoping that it's, front cover, back cover, and everything in between.
Probably is.
That's Bonfire.
No. That's Gray's pile.
That's nice. What number is that? What number has it got on it?
82. Yeah, 82.
Unfortunately, it's got horrible crack right down the middle.
Oh,
of it.
honestly, Mark, all of these are really battered. The other collection we had was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This is the other end of the spectrum.
This is the norm you find with Alan Class. This is why, when you get a good one, you've got to. Oh, that is a beauty. That is what's his name? That is Flash Gordon, Alex Raymond. No.
Oh, no. It's Al Williamson.
Oh, is it Al Williamson?
Yeah. Or possibly it could be Macro Boy also. Yeah. But it's yeah. Al Williamson took over for Macro Boy in 1967, and Macro Boy took over for Alex when he died in that car crash with Stan Drake.
Yeah.
Right.
Great cover. If it was all held together and it was in good condition, that would be lovely.
I don't think that's got the first page in it because
say it the My Fair Lady way. Loverly. It would be loverly. Okay,
it would be lovely. It would be lovely, Bill.
Lovely.
Oh man, this is like a heartbreaker.
Oh, another one that's falling apart.
Oh hell yeah! I would have a heartbeat if it was okay, because that of course is also Tower Comics.
It is Tower Comics. There's quite a lot of Tower Comics, Bill, in Alan Class.
You learn something new every day, Mark.
So, in answer to quite enough sayer, basically inside these is between probably 3 and 7 reprints, depending on how long the story is. There's no real indication of what's inside them from the cover, other than the cover represents one of the stories. Is that right, Mark?
Not always, right?
90% of the time, yes. And it's a real detective saga. So when you buy an Alan Class for the first time, if you've never seen it before, you need to go through it, because quite often you'll find a Marvel reprint in the middle of it. So there's things like if you find the right one, there's Amazing Fantasy 15 with the first Spider-Man in it. There's the first Ant-Man on. So no, they don't tell you what they're reprinting. Oh, that is fantastic. My pile, please.
This is rough, Mark.
No, then I think I've got it. Yeah, no, it is rough. Really nice cover, though.
I mean, it's really nice to have them.
Yeah. I've got that one, and I've got it in better condition. And I've got the original as well, actually.
It's better to have a copy in rough like this than none at all, which is what I would.
Yeah. But I have most of these, so no.
So Joe just brought me some homemade hot sauce. You know that's going to be good.
Hey, Joe!
Here he is,
How you doing, Joe?
What's going on, Colin? Hello.
That is another great cover. It's one of the submarine ones. It's a bit rough. I do have it already, so it's a no. That's not bad, actually, though. That's not bad.
It's a better one, isn't it?
Yeah. Another great cover. Again, I've got it, and I've got it in better condition.
$1.40.
Was that a 1 pence?
1 shilling. Yeah.
1 shilling. 1 shilling. That was.
Yeah, I'll take that. Put it in the bill pile, please.
That one, yeah.
Not bad, Bill. That's quite a nice one.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'll take that.
Bill, I reckon you can sell these for a fair amount of money in the States.
Well, I'm going to keep most of them, but yeah, I've wanted these in my collection for so long. It's not even fun. Now that we already saw that one.
That's a 24.
Oh, there's duplicates.
Oh yeah, because he reprinted covers.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is a
now
great
look at
cover.
that cover. Oh, it's 15 pence now.
But it's a 15 pence. That's about the third time he used it.
Yeah.
If it makes logical financial sense for me to ship anything to the States for Bill to sell at a profit, I can take the UK price, we'll put the postage on, and Bill can get his price, and everyone's happy.
Exactly.
No problem doing that.
Absolutely, because we don't get these over here at all.
No, you won't. Oh, right. Now then. Now we're into... Oh, it's a bit rough again, isn't it?
It's worse than rough. It's only half a buck.
Oh, damn
That's
it.
a shame, because I'd have gone for that one. I haven't got it.
Mark, I feel baited when he does
The
that.
really early Secrets of the Unknown. 15p now, and it's rough.
And it's
These are not as good as the ones you showed before, Darren.
This Frank Dobson stuff is, we've seen boxes and boxes of it.
Yeah.
Condition didn't matter to him at all.
That's a nice cover, but it's got a big crack in it.
These, look, I mean, even a low grade Allen class sometimes is worth a lot of money, but if it's not, then it'll still go on the shop, but it'll be very, very cheap.
Yeah, no. I mean, these are £1 to £3 comics.
Yes, and that's exactly what I'll probably do, Mark. And
now then, that's another nice one, but it's not in good condition. I do have it in better condition than that, so no.
I'll take that. Bill pile, please. Yeah. See, we don't get any of these over here hardly.
No, I bet if you put those in your store, people will be really interested.
Oh no, I will definitely.
Right, now that's an interesting one. It's the 1 shilling 5p crossover point. So
I'll take that. If you don't take it, I'll take that.
No, I got it. So it's an interesting one, that one, because it's 71.72. 1 shilling 5p. So this again is 71.72, but it's ropey. No.
come on, Joe, I need to start a pile for you.
He will. Don't. I'll take that if you don't, Mark.
It's a 25p bill.
25p,
It's the third time he uses that cover. So
but look at that beautiful curtain.
it is, and it's
great.
Okay.
Another
right.
Ogden Whitney.
Yeah, it is another Ogden Whitney. I haven't got it. What number is it?
Is that Flash Gordon ship down there?
No, it's
No,
not. They're trying to be, but no.
What number is that?
Looks like an 80.
Yeah.
You need that, Mark.
Can I look at the back?
It's a bit rough, Mark.
No, I don't want it.
Okay. That's a nice.
I haven't got that one either. Back.
Bit rough.
Yeah, but I haven't got it. Can you put it in my pile?
Yeah.
There we go. Colossus lives again. Oh, I want an earlier copy of that. I haven't got it in Allen class, but there is an earlier
But
print.
look what they did. What they made sure of. They made sure they did the early color border on the word balloons, which they didn't always do that in the class copies.
No,
I'll take that.
That is an early Kirby monster cover.
Yes, but the color, but believe it or not, the color bubbles mean a lot more, or the color word balloons are more expensive.
No,
it's a weird thing.
Look, there's a Ditko signature.
I know. I've got the.
Now that's. Are you going to take that?
The earlier edition in
I'll
really
take
good
it.
grade.
What? Wait, how many pence is that?
25.
5p on the cover.
5p. You're quite early, Bill. That's 1971, 72.
Joe wants to know what's a shilling.
Somebody's eating it.
In old money, a shilling was 5 pence.
Yes.
And that's a Schaffenberger cover. He often went under that Lou Wall name because he was working at DC at the time and he wasn't really allowed to moonlight. But you could tell it was his style, so it's kind of stupid.
Have we seen that one before?
Yeah,
we have, and I've already got it. And it's really great.
Stay there, Joe.
Oh, this one feels old, but it isn't.
No, it's not. It's awful. That is worth nothing. Again, it's such a shame about the condition because I haven't got that. If it was a decent condition, I'd take it. But it's.
Sure, I don't know. This guy was certainly old enough to have bought them all new, but there's no way these were bought from new because they're so battered.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I do have it already and in better condition, so no, it is a shilling.
So I think this guy's just picked them up like the cheapest copies he can find.
Well, it's a mistake. You should always buy the best copy you can find. No, it's a nice.
Kyle thinks that this guy was buying for research purposes, maybe to write books and stuff.
This is the one that is and it's not. This is the one that is Astounding Stories #1, and the first Alan Class reprint of this went completely loopy. It went up to about 130 quid. This is
I'll take that.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
It's in better condition, but it's a 10p. But it's Mandrake the Magician.
I'll take it.
Oh no, look.
Oh no, sorry.
Oh, I won't take that.
I won't take that, Bill.
Another now look at that cover. That's an Ogden Whitney cover, but isn't that
I don't know what has been ripping pieces off Uncanny Tales.
He gets hungry at night.
It's Doctor Who?
No, it's not Doctor Who. Yeah.
No,
You guys want to see something?
That's a big deal. That's a Charlton character that's little known, but 25p. No, thank you.
No.
I'm going off of Mark's titillage here.
Yeah.
You guys want to see something incredibly
Right.
rare?
That is the early Groot. No.
Private parts, Kyle.
No, because it's got a bit missing up the top, and I've got it in better grade.
The same as private parts.
Gray, you still there?
Up the top.
Gray, if you're still there, can you pop Kyle on big, please?
Oh, you don't need to pop me up big for this. This is just something incredibly rare.
Big for this. That sounded.
That is not a Viagra. This is a PRN pain pill that makes me loopy stupid.
Okay, that's good.
I thought it was the blue pill or the red pill from the Matrix.
No, it is rare as fuck for me to take one of those.
Does that mean that you're in exceptional pain?
It means I'm about to piss down my leg.
Okay.
But I got my dishes put away. I'm set up to make my dinner of tacos later. But
I mean,
yeah.
it's just the 25p and the condition is. Poor.
That's an obvious significance about that one. You know what that issue was, right? The original issue of that isn't that like the first prototype thing?
It could be, Kyle. Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's the first prototype thing.
As in Fantastic Four thing.
Yeah. It's not the first Alan Class print.
Yeah.
Oh no, that is horrible.
But yeah, the original issue of that, I'm pretty sure that's considered one of the first prototype issues altogether. But
horrible.
But yeah, you know I'm fucked up if I'm willing to take a painkiller on
I've
air.
got about 3 copies of this earlier prints in better condition. No.
You've not got one as good as this on the back, Mark.
Yeah, I probably have.
I think it's been on a toaster.
No, it's the leach through of the inks. No.
Oh wow! Look.
Yeah, it's exactly what happens. Same
Not
gap.
too many.
Look at the back.
Horrible.
No.
What's the American? You give it to me.
Now, this is why when you get a high grade Allen class, you need to look at and it's going to be the same again, isn't it? Yeah. The earlier copies the family from that.
Jump in on $1,000 comic.
We're nearly another one of these.
We've had about-
another one of those 15p.
I think you've got one already, Bill.
Yeah, I do. No. I didn't speak up.
No, that's in reasonable condition, but it's a 25p. That's all.
Yeah.
There's no back.
At least it hasn't got that yellowing.
Yeah, not really a good deal there.
25p.
I love these covers so much.
You'd have thought that
They are
was
great
like
covers, but
1700s.
you're going to be careful, Bill, because they're not the first Allen class.
No, I'm not. I'm not. No, I'm sticking to what you're saying. I'm getting
Yeah,
the.
he kept reprinting them, so
I'm getting the 1 and 5s that you're not
right,
getting.
look at this. No, hang on a minute. Right, that's a no because it's 25p, but it is a fantastic Kirby cover. The day the Martians struck.
It's Kirby, but he's inked by someone that's not that great.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a good cover, but it's not finished well. Oh, now that
Oh,
I'll take that.
that is so Ditko. It shouts.
It is totally Ditko. That's the not the Man in Black. That's the other one. Mysterious Traveler.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of these. There's a lot of these in Allen class.
Okay, I'll keep going then. Since it's a 25 pence, I'll pass.
I don't take the 25 pence ones. Right, now we have the Warlock's Tree.
I'll take that. If you don't have that, I'll take that.
Yeah, Bill, that's a good one.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's not great
that's
condition.
one of the better ones we've seen.
Don't let him charge you more than about $2 for that.
$2, 20.
What? Okay, now that's a 10 pence.
200.
I'll say no to the 10 pence.
No, don't take that. Okay, it's that one. That is fantastic, Darren. How much are you going to charge for that?
300.
It's so stupid. It's in such shitty condition.
Oh, in fact, look, here's the rest of the cover. I can tape that back on.
No, I mean it's a great cover. That is from Weird
What
World.
the hell is that? Oh, that's I think is that Ogden Whitney? I don't know if that.
It's not. It's not.
It's not. That is.
I've got this in much better condition.
It's not in great.
I think I've got the same copy, but in actually fine condition. So no.
Someone's done a sum on the cover. Look.
Oh well, yeah, they've done it. They're working out how much they'd have to give you to buy it.
Yeah, exactly. How much you'd have to give us to buy it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's old.
Oh, right. Now then, I'm going to take that. That is
No. It's far too low grade. No.
no. Turn around the back. Have we got a back on it?
No.
I can't show you the back.
Show me the back.
Mint, absolute mint.
Show me the back.
Oh my God.
All right. Okay. No. Okay. I mean, it is a really early Astounding Stories. That is Astounding Stories 19. Haven't got it, but the condition
It
is
almost looks like wood. Also.
so sad. That is one I'd like. That is a really earliest. No, I can see there's no back to that, and it's 15p.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
what was the prize?
You need to have a bonfire. For some of these.
A bonfire, sacrilege.
Right.
That's
okay.
old.
Yeah, it is. That is Uncanny Tales number 17. That is Ogden Whitney. I think that's
Turn it
Ogden
around.
Whitney.
Oh, it's split. Crap.
No.
No.
Oh, some of these I actually want if they were in reasonable condition, but they're
Well, I
not.
would too.
Oh,
Oh, that's that same one. Damn it.
it's what's he called? Bill,
Mysterious
Something-
Traveler.
Mysterious Traveler Ditko.
I
Brilliant.
don't know whether when I'm going through this to be happy or heartbroken.
Heartbroken.
Oh dear. No,
Shit.
nobody's going to pay you for some of these, Darren.
In a lot of these, I don't mind.
Yeah, it doesn't
This collection was not bought for the Allen class.
No.
They just came. I didn't even know they were in there.
Yeah, but you could like take 10 of those beaters and put them in for like $5 or $6, and somebody could own beater copies of them.
That is Ogden Whitney again. That is not bad.
Yeah, you're right. It is Ogden Whitney.
This is The Woman in the Shell. Great little story. Great cover. But I've already have it in much better condition, so no.
You know what this is? That's me in a nutshell. No, that's that's a bad joke.
Again, a Sandman cometh, prototype Sandman.
Yep, very much a prototype.
This one actually feels thick at the bottom, and I can see why. Look, all
It's
the
falling apart though.
Look at the quality. Look at the quality of Splat comics here.
no,
Look at
thanks a lot.
The quality is so horrible though. It's the equivalent of Charlton printing, right, Kyle?
What's upsetting me now, Darren, is quite a few of these I quite like. And there's 3 or 4 I'd actually want.
Quit breaking our hearts.
It's breaking mine too. I mean, this one's like really, really modern versus what we've been seeing, and it's absolutely battered. It's like this guy just wanted to take all the battered ones and sell them to me.
Mark, let's sing a duet. Don't go breaking my heart.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Don't
Oh,
go
there you go. Don't we have that? We disagree about the cover. Who did you say it was, Bill?
I think that's Al Williamson. It may be Macro Boy. It's probably Macro Boy. But it's someone more.
Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. Now you've got a Marvel reprint, and we're a shilling.
I'll take that if you don't take that.
Interested, and it's one of these photorealistic covers.
And turn it around. I'll still take it. I'll still take it.
Look,
I'll never get a copy of it again.
Look at that. It's got that stamp on it, Bill.
I know. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, give it to Bill.
I'm going to call the Essex Book Company and give them a piece of my mind for selling stuff like this.
No,
Bill.
I don't even remember that being an American cover.
Bill.
Yeah.
He charges you more than $1 for that. Just
he won't. He takes care of me.
$100 at least per page.
Oh, I want that, please. I want that. It's my
Another
favorite
one.
cover of all time.
Lost. I've got 2 of those in better condition.
What's the back cover look like?
It's got the Essex book thing. I think that's attractive.
I'll take it.
Right.
They came from the same collection. They must have done. They both got the same mark on the back.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's fine.
Yeah, those are okay.
Those are collectible.
Those are okay at less than $1.
Okay.
There was that one that we were talking about, but I think don't know whether Carl switched off or not.
Yeah. So that's a fly. That's probably Joe Simon.
He said what was the significance, and it was someone's first art, wasn't it?
Neil Adams.
Oh, it's
If
Neil
that's
Adams.
If that's issue 4, that's got the first Neil Adams superhero professional work in it.
Right. So let me get organized. What we're doing. That was the last Allen class. In fact, that was the last Allen class I have that you haven't already seen.
Okay.
That's it. Allen class finished. Gonna have a bonfire tomorrow. It's all going on.
Okay, so all the ones in my pile, when are you going to tell me how much they're going to cost me?
I'm working on it. So it's going to be at least a week, possibly 2. But it's the only thing I'm going to really be working on.
Gives me more time to make money to put in on that.
Because I want to clear your guys' piles.
Yeah.
Then as soon as we can clear those piles and decide what we're doing with everything, then I'm going to start processing this stuff on the shop. this, this new collection that I showed you a box of, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So there were 6 boxes in that collection.
Yeah.
3 of them were comic sized, exclusively Marvel. So from the same period.
Yeah.
And so we showed 1 box last week, 1 box this week. So we'll save the last box for next week. Then there were 3 boxes of a mixture of magazine size Marvel. So obviously Savage Sword of Conan is a big pile.
Yeah, that's a good collection.
But then what I was so pleased to get, and it's not like I'm a millionaire thanks to it, but I was so pleased to get, there's a Mighty World of Marvel from issue 1 up in beautiful condition. Like, wow.
Okay, well, those will sell, and they might sell to the American market.
And there's a Spidey Weekly from number 1 up, again in beautiful condition.
Oh, very nice. Okay, those will sell.
And a few other bits and bobs in there, and I can't remember what. But I know that there's at least one, not mega key, but medium key in the last box. I know for sure because we haven't seen it yet. So, and there's a lot of other cool stuff. But I have got someone who wants to buy about 70 issues of one of the runs that's in there. So that may be gone before we get to next week. We'll see. That's it. Do you want to see any Vampirella before you go, Mark?
Sure. I'll speak for Mark. Yes.
Right, well, let me just.
You have taken control of me. I am now your vampire drone.
I will say right now, Mark would love to look at those. See, I'm even speaking like you now.
Are these,
I'm
magazine? Are these magazines or comics?
You remember the box we were showing the other week?
No.
We only got halfway through it.
Oh.
So in general, there.
I don't even think Mark was here that week.
No.
Yeah, it was done for Mark.
Oh. Okay. Well, then you were here, Mark. Sorry.
I was here.
You were. I am here. I am here.
Right, let's just pop those there for a minute. And then I can get this one up. And finally, now which way were we?
Oh, yeah.
These new comics, Jesus Christ, they're heavy. This short box is as heavy as a long box of old comics.
Well, yeah. Are these the more recent Vampirellas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I put a little thingy in it. Which way is it? Is it this way?
You put Kyle's little thing in it? Wait, what?
Kyle, take your little thing out of it.
Hey, Kyle's put his dinky in it.
Yes, that's what I meant. That's where it's going with that.
Right,
So-
have you seen that one already? Yes, I think we have.
The Dawns.
That is an expensive.
All right.
Right,
Hey, I'm
have you seen-
tapping out, guys. I can't even sit upright right now. I got to
Okay.
tap out.
All right, buddy. Take care.
See
Stay
you, buddy.
safe.
Love
See
you.
guys later.
See you, man.
Right, so let's just get down to where we were.
Joe just got a call from the mafia. So
Okay.
This stuff, Mark.
Yeah.
This is from a collection from a guy, and he looked after them so well. And they're in sets, and it says on the bag what's in there. And they're so well looked after. But because they're in sets, I'm kind of tempted to sell them on the shop as the set.
Yeah. Do.
I would do that because they're not.
Please tell them it's a set.
Yeah, I would do that for sure.
Definitely.
Too many people come along and they take the number ones and then never come back for the other ones.
Tell them as a set.
Set.
Right, I don't think you've seen this,
No.
which has got this is more than one issue in here, but look at that for a back cover.
Yes.
Oh, it's a meta knockoff.
Very
So
nice.
they're square bound.
How many of them are there?
Great.
Two.
2 in that one.
Actually, that's not the same set, and it says, let's have a look.
I think those are 2 separate.
It is 2 different things, yeah. But, it's beautiful. Wow. Okay, so this one is called Queen of Hearts,
Yeah.
and that's got an ad for something on the back.
Yeah.
In fact, that's probably advertised. I don't know. But look at this. This is a beautiful cover. You're going to go nuts, Mark, if you haven't seen that one.
I know that comic. That is Dave Stevens.
Exactly. It's beautiful.
Turn it
And that's
around.
the back cover.
Wait. Show me that cover again, please.
It's Dave Stevens.
No, it's not.
It is.
Oh, I'm sorry. It totally is.
Yeah.
Totally is.
So
I apologize. I couldn't see it very well.
Put those on my pile, please.
Unfortunately, it has got this sticker on the back of it.
Fine, I can get that off.
You'll get that off. Yeah. That's
Now, Mark, when it comes to this Vampirella box, do you remember what I said last week? These aren't getting processed for such a long time that if you come to my house anytime in the next 6 months, this will still be in the same box.
Okay, right.
So I can just leave the entire box there and you can say, I want that, I want that.
Yeah,
If you want.
Mark,
I like the Dave Stevens stuff. So,
Mark, do that. I'm pointing at you.
Alternatively,
you put that back in the box, not on my pile.
yeah, back in the box, yeah. All this Vampirella stuff is like 6 months from even being touched again. So
Yeah. Oh, that's actually beautiful. Who is that? That's gorgeous.
that's Vampirella.
No, well, I meant the artist. Dumbass. I know you knew what I meant. Man, that's so wrong.
That is a silver anniversary collection, sets 1 to 3 good girl and bad girl cover versions. I know someone who likes that, who's even got a category on his website.
He has got a category.
I think that's still in the 80s, right?
Have you seen them, Mark? Because I can get them out and show you if you want.
Yeah.
If you're not going to be, I will probably come up and see you, Darren, and we can.
Yeah. He doesn't want to stir up interest with
all this Vampirella stuff. I collect. I mean, there we go. So that is Vampirella #1, Harry's Comics. Really great cover. Turn it around.
It's
5 in the bag.
Cover.
All of these are on me. These are.
Yeah, keep those in the mark box.
Well, he's not putting them in the mark box. He's putting them back in the box.
No, he's marking the box all marked. It's your box. He's marking it marked on the box.
Oh, okay.
That's what
the box lid's called Vampirella, and everything in that box is yours, Mark, if you want it.
Okay.
And what you don't want, then I'll process.
Yeah.
That's what you want to hear, right, Mark?
Yeah.
Yes, Bill. Shut up. Okay, I won't.
So there's the one.
Myself now.
Yeah, and that's really nice condition. Vampirella and Shadowhawk.
Shadowhawk. Wait, what? There was a crossover?
Yeah, they did lots of crossovers with Vampirella with strange characters.
Shadowhawk.
I got that as well, but it is a cracker. I mean, just look at these covers.
What did you call me? Oh.
Joe
Crackers, what you call dumbass white guys.
For me, cracker just means really good.
No, I know. That one of those strange differences in our language.
The condition of these is quite different to the Frank Dobson collection.
But look at the face. Look at the face on that cover. It's not, the rest of it's great, but that face is just
it's not
like it's Leona Helmsley or somebody, and it doesn't look like
She looks like she's going to nag you about not emptying the bin.
Or she's not. She looks like she's not regular.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's not a man. I like the back cover, but I'm not that keen on the front.
Right, just a minute. Let me get a bag. Where'd I put the bags? Over here.
We don't know because we're not there. We don't know because we're not there. Dun, 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 dun. We don't know because we're not there. Okay. I feel like I'm in basic training suddenly.
So, Bill, we haven't seen a lot of customers today.
No, we've had more people. No, we have. Wednesdays are normally our very slow days, but the last couple Wednesdays I've made some decent sales.
Okay.
But Joe will probably buy something, so I don't come up totally, what do you call it? Egg? What do you call it? Goose eggs.
Yeah.
Goose eggs.
It's Kurt Busiek and Art Adams. What's to complain about?
Nothing. Oh, Kane? Flip book. Who is Kane? I don't. Is that one?
That's the Vampirella flip book.
Yeah. Oh, I got you.
We're doing some strange things at this time.
This is a beauty, Mark.
Let's have a
Wow.
look.
Beauty mark. Someone has. Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous.
I do have this Jimmy Palmiotti.
Oh,
And
yeah. He's a friend of mine.
Yeah, it is a beauty. Oh, look at the back cover. It's really good. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I do have some of these. I think I've got that one. Yeah, there are some beauties here. No, they are a bit hit and miss, Miss Harris. That's a miss. The back cover's better, but I wouldn't buy it. I don't like the front cover.
Oh, what's this? This one looks interesting.
Ooh. Again, not mad keen on the front cover. Not seen it before, but don't like the cover. I go on my gut on the cover. Good girl, bad girl.
That's a ash can, I think.
Do you think so?
Vampirella Lives. 2 copies of number 1 with a variant cover RIP. That's the variant cover.
Not infused. Again, at least we're a bit cold.
Yeah. Not fantastic.
Oh,
That's a nice one.
That's really nice.
Yeah. The back cover's better than the front, which often happens on these.
Vampirella Quarterly.
Oh, I thought those are areolas.
Areolas.
Well, not pasties is what I mean.
I thought an areola was a type of cloud, Bill.
No, that's an areola.
Okay. Right. Well, that is a classic. Put that on my pile now.
Yeah, you want that one.
I've got about 3 copies
Is
of
that
that.
Adam Hughes?
It's Adam Hughes, and it's got a Dave Stevens poster in it.
Oh, well,
The
hell.
set 1, 2, and 3 is Adam Hughes covers. Yeah, 5-issue mini.
You can put that on.
Now, do you really want it on your pile, or do you want it in the box?
No, put it in my pile.
You really, really, really want it on your pile?
Yes. Yes.
He's making decisions here, man. Okay, Gray Man. Thank you for that.
Gray's got 9.8.
Great Man has, I think that's his 1 graded comic. Vampirella versus Hemorrhage. We're thinking of Kyle's piles now.
Hemorrhage. Who the fuck was Hemorrhage? I don't know.
I've got that one. I've got it. It's Joe Jusko. No, I've got it.
That's not just Joe Jusko, is it?
I think it was actually.
Oh, really?
Vampirella. I don't like the cover.
And now the face is most important to me, and they're just not.
Yeah.
Okay, quite enough. Say
Right,
I am liberal in Texas, so don't give me any shit.
I have it. I'm not mad keen on it. No. So they're a bit these Vampirellas that I go on my gut in terms of whether I like it or not.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a completionist thing.
No. It's about and again, I'm not mad keen on the cover there. Like the back cover.
That's only an ad for something, I think.
I know.
Oh, this is a big one. There's a whole 9 issues in that.
Okay. I quite like the front one. What's it called?
It's just Vampirella issue 1 to 9. Powter 1 to 3. Texera 7 to 9.
I'm interested in that one.
Mark Miller.
Yeah, put it back in the bottom. Mark Miller.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, that's
9 issues.
That lot.
I mean, I didn't even know there were so many Vampirella comics.
Right. That is a really hot cover.
That's the same set. That's the same set, Mark. Look, issues 10 to 20.
Okay, so I want those. That is Mike Mayhew.
Oh my God, that's great! I never even knew he did a cover.
Yeah,
So that's the same set. Yeah.
That's really early Mike Mayhew from 2010. No, that's horrible. She looks like she's fit.
She also looks Japanese.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. That would be great, but she just didn't look like herself.
No.
They made an effort on the lettering.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I mean, I'm not a big Vampirella fan, but that's actually, it makes her look feral. I like that. I don't know why I like that face, but I do.
Morris and Miller.
Yeah, I agree, Bill.
She looks more bat-like almost. It's very good. I like that.
This is the next 9. This is the next 9 to 16. Issues 9 to 16.
Right. This is a different set. This is Vampirella's She.
I like that. Well, that's probably popular because she
Oh,
is.
and it continues.
Yeah.
Issues
Oh, yeah,
17 to
that
22.
one- oh my God, look at that! Now that's a bondage cover too.
Yeah, bondage cover as well.
Yeah,
And issue 23 and issue 0, it looks like.
Yeah.
This guy in this collection bought every comic, Indie, Marvel, and DC in this era, and they're all sitting downstairs
oh my God,
in
really?
near mint condition.
Oh my God!
Yeah, this is quite nice. That's Vampirella versus Lady
Too
Death.
bad most of those aren't worth shit though, right?
Well, yeah, but
Right, okay, yes. Put that on my pile now.
well, that's a whole set.
My Pearl now, he said. He didn't stutter.
I didn't stutter. Just put it on my pile now. I know what that is. Put
Mark,
it on my pile now.
now. I got your back, Mark.
That's the next batch of the same set.
No.
Well, you got to buy them all. This only has sets.
Come on. That's actually not a horrible. Oh, I like that bat. That's actually kind of cool.
Oh, he's going to put them all back in the
Back
box.
in the box. You got to buy the set.
It's all right. I'll go and see him and I'll persuade him to
You'll
give
still buy them.
This is still the same set.
Yeah, but it's not as good.
No, not as good. Not as good.
That's it. That's the end of the Vampirella box.
Very good. I'll have to come and
It's good
raid
stuff.
you to take some Vampirellas from you.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, Mark, there's no rush. They're not getting processed anytime soon. And before I ever was, if I ever got to the point where you had not had your pick and
Yeah.
I was about to process them onto sale, I would stop and get in touch.
So is the reason they're not going to get processed is they start with V?
No, not at all. Well, no, yes and no. I get what you're saying. No, so here's the processing order. Marvel, DC, because they're a lot easier to do because they have longer runs.
Yeah.
So I don't have to type the
also-
title as many times. I can just copy it down, in Excel.
Most people want those, right?
And they're well, you know what? It's a weird thing. I've got a funny theory on this. Yes, they are the most popular, but they're also the most. If you go hunting in comic shops, online or in real life, they know they're the most popular. So those are the ones who buy them and they put them on sale, right? So indies are incredibly difficult to process for so many reasons, right? First of all, you get short runs, you get variants, no one knows what the hell they are, so you don't know how to price them, and the collectors of them are a lot rarer, and so that you've got less collectors, so you got less income. But when the collectors who like that kind of stuff find you and you have the selection, they go nuts.
Yeah.
So my attitude to indies is I actually like them. And the same with all the other weird stuff that I've got that is like low market. There's a low customer base for a lot of this stuff. But if I can get enough of the stuff on sale, they will find me and they'll have a field day. And that's what I'm trying to do. But the reason it'll be, so it's third in the list. It's third in the list to process. The good thing is it's comic size, Mark. So comic size is definitely my next upload will be everything Marvel, everything DC, and everything indie in comic size.
Yeah.
That's 100%. That I need to get to the end of that section and be ready to upload. And at that time, when I'm ready to upload to the shop, that's when I'll decide, okay, am I running out of money? Or have I got time to do the magazine size or the Golden Age size or the UK Marvels or the British Battles and Warlords? At that point, if I've got enough time and the money hasn't run out, I'll continue processing to get as far as I can into that. And at the end of all of it, what I would love to do is at the end of all of it, put everything on in one huge upload and then tell the world that it's there with zero discount. There'll be no discount for the first several months, hopefully, because with the quantity and the breadth, I don't think I'm going to need discount for quite some time.
So you're a very different format to me. So I'm only going to have I've loaded about 360 things onto my website. I'm going to keep it. It's going to be less than 1,000. So you know, and they're all quite expensive. I'm not loading dollar bin stuff. I'm not loading, they're all pricey stuff.
I'm having a grey.
Yeah, so the grey man will buy nothing from me. Well, he doesn't buy anything from me anyway because I give him all my stuff free.
Right.
So, if I get low grade comics, I give them to Grey for nothing. So, he's not my target market. My website is very different. I'm not going to have 30,000 items. I'm going to have 750 items, and it's going to be a curated shop. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, he does give them a safe, loving home, and I appreciate that. So, yeah. My unloved comics go to Grey Man, and he's a sort of RSPCA for comics.
I think I'll be sending him some care packages as well.
Yeah, because he's a rare breed. He's a reader. He's only interested in reading them. He doesn't care. He doesn't care what the condition is. So he's a good mix with me because I quite like my great comics to be decent grade. If I get some crap grade comics, I'll just pass them on to Grey.
I will. A lot of this crap stuff, crap in terms of condition, will go on to the shop. I mean, because I'm amazed. I've been astonished. I thought that my philosophy when putting the previous stuff was, well, I might as well process it. It's just another bag and a board and a photo. Yeah. I'm doing it anyway, right? So I might as well just do it.
Yeah.
And I thought I would be left with all this low-grade stuff. I really did.
Yeah.
Amazingly, it was probably the fastest to sell.
Yeah, because with your discounts, it was like 60p.
Yeah, but a lot of it sold before the discounts just because it was cheap. And yeah, I think that the cost of being alive, the cost of living, they call it these days, I think that has increased to such a level that collectorship has shifted somewhat towards affordable because they just want it and read it and keep it. And they're not bothered about 9.8 or 9.6. You've got to have a lot of money if you want to collect near mint comics.
Yeah, no, I occasionally do. I did it on my Whatnot show last week. I did all my Lois Lane low grade duplicates. I just put them up at £2.
I saw it. Yeah, it was great. Yeah,
they all sold. They all went.
Yeah.
Quite enough, Sayer. Do I collect Punch? I do indeed collect Punch. I have a very significant collection of Punch. I have got the first ever Punch. I've got it going back to whatever it is, 1847.
47?
So it's really early, yeah. And I have virtually I've got the collected editions of Punch going back years. So yes, I do collect Punch. Generally in collected editions, but I do have some single issue stuff as well. Good question. Quite enough, Sarah.
Right, Grey Man. Look at this lot. This is the stuff that's been sitting on my shop for such a long time. I don't even remember how long ago I bought it.
Oh, that is awful. Burn it. Burn it.
This is Grey Man territory, this.
On a couple of things.
He prefers it like this. He pays £20 for these.
Right? No, he's not that crazy. Oh, hi, Gray. I didn't realize you were back.
Quite enough, Sarah. If you want any of the collected editions of Punch, you need to let me know what editions you might be interested in because I've probably got them. So if you've got your first year, for instance, I've probably got it. Oh dear, these are awful.
There's no back cover on that one.
Oh my God, you're killing me, Smalls.
He says my pile. This is so bad. Right, so I bought a collection from a guy 9 or 10 years ago, right? And he'd bagged and boarded them with these. You see the purple?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even get it out of the bag. Here we go. Look, it's just like a little. I don't even know what it is. It's got a little bit of flimsy to it. But what I was worried about is that the purple would leach onto the covers.
Oh, really? Yeah.
A couple of them, when I bought them, a couple of them were water damaged, and it looks like the purple was leaching. You know.
Yeah.
Down here,
the best.
Australia.
You hear that? Down here, that's paraphernalia.
That's what they top up their
Their weed on.
yeah, their weed.
Maybe I could sell them as roaches.
As soon as I walk up and see that, I already know.
So these were the ones that I took out of that collection because they were not good enough for me to put on the shop.
Right.
But I tell you what,
That's all right. I quite like that. 10 center.
That one's
Yeah,
nice.
those are great.
That's nice.
I know, but exactly. And the point, after I've sort of had the experience of low comics do sell well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put these on the shop.
No, that
Oh,
one,
great.
previous one, that
He's gonna be
previous one,
trying.
it's really nice. Nobody likes Superboy. Then.
They do. They do.
Do they?
Especially once the Legion shows up. For me.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh, the
They're just
reanimator.
so bad. But
Oh,
look,
those
I
are-
can't help it. This one's got tape. I can't help it. This is how I bought them, right? So all I can do is either throw them in the bin, give them to Gray, or try and sell them at very low price.
See, my problem with that type of stuff, Darren, is if I spend 10 minutes photocopying that, putting it up on the website,
You'll never make your money back.
I'm never going to make any money back on it. I just
Yes.
my view is I'm just going to shove it on a stack for Greyman and just give it to him at the next London Comic Mart.
And that's where he loves that. He loves that.
Free comics.
What he does then is he then goes and flogs it to his mate down the road.
Yeah, for 10s and 20s.
Yeah,
This is my grading stickers. Look, these comics are this.
yeah.
So basically, this sits there, and I just
Oh, that's great.
pull that.
Dude, he's
Stick it
automated
on.
almost.
Did you
See it
build
on.
that yourself?
Well, this is no, I didn't make these myself and colour them all in. And
No, the dispensing mechanism.
these boxes. So that is one box that came from a printer, and that is one box. So I just stack them all up,
Stuck
tape them all together,
Genius.
so I can just I just sit there with that like that, and I do a bag of the board, get the label off, stick it on the bag, and away we go. And then I just refill it in there with the roll.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This one is looking very. This is not near mint because this has been here for a long time. But at some point, when it falls apart much more, I'll get more boxes because I've got like 200 of the boxes, so I'll just do another one. But these are all reading copies, so all I got to do with these is bag and board it. I don't even care, you know. I'm not going to sit there trying to make sure that the
turn it back
process of bag and boarding doesn't fold it.
Turn it back around.
That's got a classic
That's
advertisement.
that's Reed Crandall art on the back. Reed Crandall did all those ads.
Those were cool
The
ads.
EC artist, Reed Crandall. Yeah, those
Well,
are.
if you want the ad, only $20. I can cut it off.
So the annoying thing was when you were in the UK and you got these comics as a kid, and you saw this fantastic advert for 500 soldiers for $1.99.
US only.
You couldn't buy them.
No.
We've seen
I've
that.
seen that one already. Have I put these back on top?
We could have a condition on that one to see which was the worst.
What? On these are all terrible.
Oh, Darren, why are you doing this?
Doing what?
Do this to us. You're wasting our time, man. We want the good shit. We don't want this
Bring on the good
crap.
bit. In here,
I think
Oh,
Greyman
sorry,
is.
earlier today.
I think the Greyman, you could be getting a whole short box full of comics.
Just a minute. I'm going to get something that Gray's going to.
Might be a long box by the time we're done.
Yeah, Greyman loves these. If he can read them, they're fine.
I mean, first he needs to learn how to read, but yeah.
Sorry, Gray. I'm kidding. Don't give me that look. It was a joke. We're friends, man. I'm looking more like him every day. I'm kind of happy with myself.
Oh, okay, Bill. So Kyle won the "you dirty old man," but you've got the only.
Yeah. What is that?
In this collection was this.
Oh, that's a cracker.
Oh, no, you're interested now.
Did you call me again? Damn it.
That is an absolutely key comic. How much is it? Read this copy. How much is it? How much do you want to charge me? Put it on my pile.
No, it's not on your pile. It's on Gray's pile. It's already been claimed.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mark. That's not fair.
He doesn't appreciate it. He won't
You've
give
not
you-
been on all the shows, Mark. That's the
he
problem
does.
here. You've missed this good stuff.
He does appreciate it. Oh,
So-
he said appreciate it. Sorry.
Greyman will not give you any money for it. I will give you money for it.
Well, you know what? Okay, so you're tempting me because the reason it's on Gray's pile is Kyle's gonna trade me for stuff for him.
Oh, okay. All right.
So this is a Kyle Prezi to Greyman.
Okay. I've got a lot of those. I have yet to see
Monster.
any result.
Yeah.
So with these ones, remember these are the ones I didn't put on sale. I did put a lot on sale and a lot have sold already, but a lot of these had a 6 or a 4 or whatever handwritten on the cover, which was what UK people used to do, like 4 pence or 6p, and because no one cared about comics, they just used to write the price on the cover. There, you can really see it here. Look.
Yep.
Wow.
So there was a load of Superboy. You've seen that. Then there was a load of these.
That's all right. 12 center.
With the purple board, which was way smaller than the size of the comic. What else was there?
You're going to show us a really cracking one in a minute, aren't you? You're going to show us.
No, honestly, there's nothing cracking anything. Well, actually, the only reason that this, well, not the only reason, but I would love you guys to all of a sudden go, oh my God, and it's something I've missed.
We're not going to do it.
You're not going to do it because I already went through this when I got them to check for anything big.
Yeah.
But it's of the right age, isn't it, for lots of big things to be there?
It's of the right age. You could have the first Dark Seed or something. No.
No, I'm pretty sure there's nothing big in it, but honestly, a lot of it has a value to sell.
Greyman wants the Jimmy Olsen so he can annoy Matilda.
Why doesn't Matilda like Jimmy Olsen?
No.
Who's
It's
Matilda?
Jimmy Olsen with the yellow cover. More the merrier.
This. Oh, does she like Lois Lane?
I like Lois Lane, but that's a bit rough.
Oh, it's incredibly rough. These are rougher than the Frank Dobson Alan glasses.
And they are a bit. Oh, look at that. House of Secrets. Turn it round. No, it's too rough for me. Fighting Marines. Where's Bill gone? No.
9p variants. There's some good stuff. I'd forgotten this was in this pile.
No, it's not. It's not bad stuff actually. This. The Return of Gorgo. Did you pick up Gorgo 1?
For me?
No, Gray. You picked up a really good early. If Gray doesn't want it, I'll take that one. No, I won't. Oh, it was Reptilicus. No.
They're just, I don't even know what's in this pile. I really don't. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
It's just really low grade. Oh, loads of sad sacks. Oh, and then back to a few more Supermans.
Yeah.
Again, just really bad. Rough.
Oh dear.
And that one, look at that one. At least there is a back cover, but look at the state of the back cover. I mean, this is trigger warning city for boys like us, isn't it?
I mean, I have my two lowest levels are Give It to Grey Man and Bin.
I'd never bin it for sure. Grey Man is the bin. Grey loves this stuff. Honestly, there's lots of other Grey men out there, really, who buy reading copy stuff. I could not believe how much of it sold. And so it was that experience of all the reading copies selling.
It's worth the effort. I mean, you know. That's all right. That's quite nice.
Let's see if it switches to something else. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. We need to give this to Matilda for her Christmas present.
It's a Jimmy Olsen with the yellow cover.
The yellow piss, man. Yellow piss should be saying.
Oh, dear.
I mean, I don't know what to say. They're old. They're not really old, but they're 12 centers.
Yeah, I know, but the condition. Oh, yeah. I mean, some of them are borderline okay.
Check this one out for the 6p on the cover. In marker pen.
I think you went to the same market as I did in Dewsbury. That's what he marked them up with now.
Look, number 58. That's getting old.
It is getting old. It's also knackered.
Number 63.
Right,
is it in his list? Look. Oh, great. I think you've missed it.
Giving you his list.
40, between 40 and 113, and that's where these all fall, I think.
She's nice.
67, this one.
No, he's got all these.
82.
No, he's got it. You need to
No, with something else now, look.
Oh, World's Finest. He's probably got a list for that as well.
These are number 125. There's not a huge wodge of them. Back to bit of sad sack. Oh, there's something interesting coming up, but don't get excited because the grade's awful.
Oh, well, the House of Mystery is nice. I think I've already got that. Oh, Black Hawk. Gray will be on that one.
So just like that box of Vampirella saved for you, Mark, this box of stuff saved for Gray. Oh my God, Gray! I'll have to put the cover like that now.
Oh, wait a minute. I quite like that.
336. You don't like this. It's terrible.
The is awful. I'm afraid I have to have a minimum grade. It's about
right. Here we go. Here is. I think this has some value in near mint.
Yeah, look at it. It is absolutely destroyed.
This is a Grey Man. What was that? This tape. Okay, Adventure Comics. Look. Not only has it got tape on this, got tape on the spine. Can you see? Actually, that tape on the spine is so old. I think it's cracked off. Look,
Yeah, look at that.
Right,
It's-
look, look.
right, Darren. Pay
I've
your,
just-
pay your
Wow,
local,
that's increased the value.
pay your local town council tax, and they'll take that away from you for free.
There are people out there who will pay shiny coinage for this.
Just for the price.
That's it. That's the end of my rough pile.
Well, we've seen a complete load of tat.
Yeah, we have. But you're right about. I tell you what, this is why they're sitting there.
See, I wouldn't process those. It's not
It's the
worth.
processing time. It's a killer.
I wouldn't process those. You know, even if I just use my overhead camera thing. You know,
Do you know what you'd probably get the most financial value for a bunch of stuff like that? Is sticking them in a bricks and mortar or auction in your local town or city, because there'd be plenty of people who think that comics are expensive and valuable and would see them and go, oh my God, these are old comics. They're going to be worth a lot of money. And they'd be bidding against each other to get you probably more than you would ever get by selling them one by one.
Oh, maybe. I'm not sure about that.
I've seen some crazy prices in bricks and mortar auctions for boxes of old comics. Crazy. But anyway.
You might be right, although I wouldn't feel particularly good about it if somebody did pay a lot of money for that sort of crap.
Oh, I'm more ruthless then. Here we go. Here's something near mint for you.
Now we're talking. That is less. Has it got the poster in it?
I don't know. I haven't actually checked.
Makes a big
goes on. I'm gonna get off because it's like a hour.
There's the number one. Oh, look, there's a.
Oh, look at that.
I'll take that.
Oh, you didn't give me.
I'll take that.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I'll take
But
it.
I'm not even sure whether this isn't your pile.
Oh, fuck.
No, it might be Kyle's pile.
Oh, look at that.
I'll take that too. Oh, if it's Kyle's already, I won't take it.
No, he
I'm
doesn't.
going to have to check a previous show. I think either you or him wanted this whole
I
set.
think I wanted those. I mean, I know I want them right.
Those are actually pretty nice, and they're quite rare.
Yeah, I wanted all those. Yeah,
I think even.
But I'll fight Kyle over them. It's not a problem.
I don't think you need to fight because I think I've got multiples.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
I've got a. Let me just very quickly let me just multitask.
Okay, guys, I'm logging off. It has been fun looking at all the total rubbish that Darren has.
I know it's all on me. So why don't we just go ahead and pull into this, Darren? I'll call you later and we can talk about this. Maybe you can show me if that's all right.
Oh yeah, okay. I mean, look, they're spread all over the house, so I don't know. But don't worry about it.
Okay, Rampages. Bill wants. Maybe Kyle wants. I don't know, but Bill wants for sure. I can only.
I have to watch the previous shows to
That's
see
fine.
who claimed them.
That's fine. And Kyle and I can dicker over it ourselves too. We're beyond
But yeah,
that.
look, there's multiples
yeah,
anyway,
well,
even
yeah.
here.
It doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
those
you-
are great.
If you have triplets, I'll take one.
He wants a triplet.
Yeah.
Joe wants a triplet.
And
Oh, those are great. Those are really.
Sometimes I think I'm going to have triplets, Joe, but
we still look forward to the birth. But well, guys, it's been a wonderful week.
hey, hold on,
Okay, okay.
1 second. So that one box before the Vampirella, that one comic with the with that thing red creature on there. If you go back and pull that one, start me a stack with that one. I really like that one.
What red creature?
okay. Well, I'll have to watch the show again, bearing in mind what you've just said, because I can't remember.
Thing on there, something about the first appearance of the thing or something of that.
No, it wasn't the first
First appearance of the thing, like,
The one where he had his head dislocated from the shoulders.
yeah, I know the one you mean now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll start the Joe pile now.
Okay, Joe.
Well,
I was
fellas,
just looking to see if it was already there, but it's not. But I know the one you mean.
Fellas, have a wonderful week. I'll see you
Thanks
guys
a lot.
next time. Darren, I'll be in touch. Gray, thank you for all you do for us and hosting. Have a great night. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye,
See
guys.
ya.
See ya.